Welcome back to the Movie Trailer Reviews podcast, and we're back again for our. We do this at the end of every year. We do our preview for the next year, so we're doing our 2018 movie preview. And every year, I feel like I get a different set of people on. I think last year I had Deepam on. This year, I'm back with my usual co-host for the Movie Trailer Reviews podcast. I got Brandon, Phenom Black from Where's My 40 Acres. I have also joining me, somehow she just ends up on shows, random shows we do on this network. I don't know how this happens. I have Joy from Black Girl Nerds. How you doing, Joy?
You're not gonna play me like you didn't directly email me and ask me.
No, this is the first. No, this is one of the few times. One of the few times I actually reached out to you first. Like the last, I want to say the last three times. Whoa, wait a minute. The last three times. The last three times it's been you.
No. There's one time you were like, "Yo, it's prior to this time." You were like, "Yo, it's been a while since you've been on the show. Do you want to come on?" That's not true. You just lie in my DMs.
I think that's fake news.
Lie about that?
I think that's fake news. Fake news.
Like confidence in there.
Yeah, fake news. Fake news.
Stand up to confidence, sir.
And the last person I got on again is another person who has been making a lot more appearances on our movie review podcast. I have my man Tim. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? It's good to be on here, talk about some 2018 movies. I'm excited. It's a lot coming out.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out. So if you are new to this, what we do is we basically go through each month. We go through some of the bigger names. As we get towards the end of the year, we'll either skip over some movies or there'll be some movies that just haven't been announced yet or haven't been confirmed yet. So the end of the year kind of gets kind of iffy, but we usually start pretty strong in the first 5 to 6 months because they usually have all those already listed out. One thing I'm going to do here, we are going to skip over some of the films that I know Phenom and I have already kind of reviewed or talked about, and things like going to be Oscar-like films because they technically are releasing wide in January. Like there's Molly's Game. Like we already have a review up for Molly's Game, but it released already out here in I think probably in LA and in out here in DC like last week because they're trying to get it in before voting for eligible for the Oscars. So I'm not including those kind of films, even though you might see them as being wide release in January. Here's the thing, I think. Well, Tim, I know you have, and Phenom, I know you have too. Joy, are you in any of the film critic associations that vote for these movies?
I'm not.
Okay. We'll talk about it anyway. I actually hate how they kind of game the system with that shit. I think it's so cheap. Like it's the dumbest thing in the world. They're basically like, well, if the film opens up at least for a week in LA and in Washington, then it's eligible for the previous year's Oscars, even if it doesn't wide release until January, late January of 2018. I think that's the stupidest rule in the world. I think it's stupid.
Yeah,
and
they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be able to release their movie and have it eligible, but then also be able to make money in January.
Right. So, and I think I think it's cheap, because then you get films like and Get Out did the right thing. It released what was that? February of 2017, February this year, and it's still, I don't think it was March. Don't think it was that late, but yeah, they did the right thing. It's like, oh well, we'll just do an Oscar campaign for it later on. I'm like, if your film's good enough, people are going to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, Get Out made $200-something million.
Yeah,
like, at that point, it's not like people are going to forget this film. Giving the critical rating of it and the one negative rating from a nigga. So I'm pretty sure that it is an anomaly in this system. Molly's Game is not going to make $200-something million.
I know.
A lot of these films that we're getting now, even like the Churchill shit and all, those films are not going to make bank at the box office the way Get Out did. Get Out lucked up. Like, it really did. Despite the fact that it's an amazing fucking movie and it deserves all the praise and accolades. Like, it really did luck up.
I don't think it was luck up. It's just like they don't make films like that. They don't make black like you put a good black film out there, you're gonna make bank. Like That's gonna make bank, and they don't do that with these other films. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not including like Molly's Game, and I think Darkest Hour might. No, I think Darkest Hour releases in December.
It released already.
It released
theaters right now.
Okay, so and we have a review. I have a review coming. Yeah, I have a video review coming out for that. So, but let's get into this. I'm gonna try to do them in order. We'll go through this, and if you guys hear anything that I missed, feel free to jump in and talk about them. So, first one up, I already replied for our screener for this next week. The next Insidious movie, Insidious: The Last Key. Does anybody remember the last Insidious movie? How many of these have they done?
This is the fourth, I think. I believe this is the fourth.
I hope it's the last.
I mean, it says it has last in the name, but we have been shown again and again from films that claim they finished. They not done.
Because then they come back and they do a prequel to the prequel.
Right.
Or they'll do a
like Resident Evil did. This is the last Resident Evil. And then after the film release, they were like, guess what, though? We lied.
Yo, it's like when they did, what was it? The Conjuring. They did all the and then they did like they do a spinoff of like a doll that happens like the Annabelle films. Like they've now made a whole another franchise off of Annabelle. You're like, these films never die, do they? Like somebody needs to make a horror film about that. Horror films will never die.
That makes sense though. The films are about entities that never die. These films are entities that never die. So yeah.
I don't know. Anybody have any thoughts on? I mean, was the last one well received? I can't remember.
I don't even remember the last one.
I never saw the last one.
I didn't see it either. I stopped at 1.
You got a 58% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's better than a lot of horror films.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually not bad. Actually, when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that's not bad. So I don't know.
It's a horror film. See, I don't do horror films. That's why I was like, nope, not me.
Yeah, I think it looks scary, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's cut. The trailer's cut in a way to look scary. I don't know if it's going to actually be scary.
The budget for that for Insidious 3 was at most 11.2 million. It made 113 million. Of course, they made this.
Oh, they're going to keep making these films.
It's cheap. Horror films have always followed this, though. They're really cheap to make. Especially the more low budget they look, the scarier they are to people.
And then 100% correct. 100% correct. It's just a bunch of nameless, faceless people getting murdered.
Bro, that's all you like. Even Bye Bye Man was an investment. Despite how terrible that fucking movie is, it probably still made more money than it cost to make it.
Right.
All right. So God, that fucking film. Why did they bring up the Bye Bye Man? That film.
Because it's on my fucking films, and it absolutely made 3 times more than it cost to make. It cost $7 million to make, and it made $26 million at the box office.
Oh, damn it. I'm gonna share my screen right now because I can do. I forgot I can do this with GoToMeeting, and I have the next film we're gonna talk about here is I don't know if anybody's seen the trailer for it. It's Liam Neeson's film, The Commuter, where Liam Neeson said he wasn't doing action films no more, but he's doing an action.
No thanks.
He announced that he was giving up on doing action films, and then like 2 weeks later, it's like, but I also have The Commuter coming out. So here's the trailer for The Commuter, and let's see this because it can't be good.
What if I asked you to do one little thing? Someone on this train does not belong. All you have to do is find them.
Why would I do it?
There's $100,000. You have until next stop to decide. What kind of person are you?
I am not going to do this.
They're watching you.
Who are you? What do you know? You're trying to set me up. You have no idea who you're up against. I'm done playing games.
They will kill you, your family, and everyone on that train.
Oh, come on.
Really, son?
Come on. Come on.
The train don't kill me, the people will. Tell me about it.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, that might be a good comedy.
No. No.
God damn. I'll tell you this, the trailer looks much better in stop motion.
Why is he on an old New Jersey Transit train? I'm so done.
What?
My first thought was like, does he have it in his contract that he has to be on the phone?
Yo, every time, he's the man with a special set of skills on a fucking phone.
Why can't
He's
you
on the
just
phone,
let me
bro.
read the fucking newspaper, bro? Like, I just want to read my newspaper. Like, don't you just let him do that? You just don't have Psycho's mom come up, Norman Bates' mother come up and hand him $100,000 to find a person who might be doing some shit. Is this how they train law enforcement? Because I'm not really following the logic behind this shit.
Between him being on the phone
I think
and
they're
that
trying to set
moment,
him up.
yeah. Well, they always. That's the thing about Liam Neeson's movies. They always set him up. Like it's.
Why didn't he just get off the train with the money though?
Well, I think because.
What is
Well, so here's how you know the film's bad. They tell you the whole plot. They apparently have threatened his wife because that's when he took the ring out of the thing and yeah, it's like
who
a
are these
matching.
women
Yeah, it's just,
marrying Lee Neeson, dog. Like, who are the women they keep marrying him? Like, you see that he's problematic.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in that dangerous kidnap situation.
Right? When they say to death do us part, he's like, what?
Which could be next week. Like, come on.
It might happen for real.
my favorite part is when he jumps off the train. I'm just like, oh my god, this looks so terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But he landed on another train, so he's like Tom Cruise in it right there, Mission Impossible style.
man.
It's okay.
His wife also was hilarious. How she like held her hand, slowly holding the ring. It was like, this is very. You're playing it very heavy right now, and I'm like, okay, all right.
There's at least 3 magical Negroes in the trailer.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Oh my god, where are these magical? One is on this turnstile. One or two people on a train. Where are these black folk coming from?
Somebody was like, "Yo, we need to put. You know what sells? Black people. We need to put black people in this film." So you just make some magical Negro like that. No, that's not how you do it at all.
That's not how you do it at all.
That does not work.
You should probably listen to them because I realized one of them were just like, I don't think it's a good idea. Essentially, like this might not go the way you want it to. He might want to like take heed to their word.
Right.
So what else we got here? So there's Proud Mary.
Yes.
So okay. So here's the thing. All right.
No.
I know.
So
No.
listen. I want this film to be good. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to be.
It's got a terrible title. The trailer is probably the only action scenes in the whole film, and I feel like still people do like writers and casting agents do not respect Taraji P. Henson.
No,
when they put her in film sometimes, and I feel like this is an example of them giving her bank and paying her to do a movie that is probably not that good. So I can't get behind this one. I love Taraji, but I cannot get behind this movie. I'm like I squirm every time I see the trailer for it.
So the guy who did this one did London Has Fallen,
and that's the other thing. Like no, mm-mm.
I want it to be good.
London Has Fallen is worse than the first one. So
whoa! You said the first one was bad?
The first one what? No, I said it's worse than the first one. I'm not saying the first one. The first one script-wise is not a good film. It is a great action movie, but it is not a good scripted film.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
I'll
which is fine.
I'll take that.
But London Has Fallen is terrible. It is terrible. So
I guess I'm in the minority because I'm excited. I want to see it. I'm reviewing it for BGN. So I'm excited to watch it.
I want it to be good.
Yeah. I want it to be good too. Like I agree with Brandon to the point of Taraji does not get the respect she deserves. And I agree that a lot of people do not know what to do with her per se in terms of like giving her the proper credence, the proper writing for her to like really, really, really shine. But I'm hopeful because I like Taraji a lot. That it's gonna be at least a film that I enjoy. It might not be a good film. There's a lot of films that I enjoy that weren't good per se. So we'll see. But I'm looking forward to it actually. Yeah. I do have some personal beefs because you can tell that the studio doesn't believe in this film because outside of the trailer, it's been dead silent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dead silent.
The marketing for this is in shambles. The poster
It's
looks like
non-existent.
a new album cover. Like, they are not pushing this film as if they have confidence in the January release alone.
It's a dead zone. I agree.
Yeah, that promo where it says slay, she comes sliding down the hallway. I was like,
Bruh.
this is not. This isn't it.
You know what it is? They remind me, you were like, when I imagine people who work at Vice, like white people who work at Vice, that are the people who are making these gifts and this coverage on the Twitter account for Proud Mary. Because I agree with you, the Slay one, I was just like, no, tone-wise, it does not sound good. But all right, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It's probably still going to make, again, I think the one thing it's got going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have a black, and it's going to be, the next month is Black Panther. So, like, you're going to have people that are itching for it to, so I think it might, I do not think it's going to be reviewed well, though. I think it's going to make money, but I'm
curious about the money part because I don't know how much money they spent on this.
Oh, they did not list the. They did not list the. Hold on. Let me see. They don't have the.
I've seen a lot of explosions, and I know Taraji can't be that cheap now. I hope she's not because she's worth it. So if this film is good, it will solely be because of her.
Oh no! Obviously.
Agreed.
Oh, absolutely.
Agreed.
Oh, absolutely. Like, she's the only, here's the thing. She is, Taraji is the, and it's Sony too. So she is the only draw in this film. This is only, you are going to see this film off of her alone. So that is it. And I don't think we have any budget numbers.
And they've only been, to be quite frank, like, they've only been pushing her too. Like, Danny Glover's in the film.
Yeah, nobody else.
Dude from, like, How to Get Away with Murder. Can I remember his name? Viola's man. Or like side man who's really her main man on some scissor shit. Like, he's in it. So there are other people they kind of leaned on per se. Not saying that they should because it really is solely her. Like, the name is based off of her character, but she's really the only draw. Like, nobody cares about any of the other characters but her and see what she does. So I'm look out for my review, I guess. Because I am reviewing it.
And when you say, and again, I think what does help it is technically the dead month of, January. So it actually kind of helps because I'm looking at what comes out that week. The Post, which I've already done a review for. The Commuter, we just saw the trailer for, which is not going to happen.
That's what's going to kill it. That's what's going to kill this movie, The Commuter.
You think The Commuter's going to kill Proud Mary on this one? You think?
I think so because fucking white people love Liam Neeson action films.
Do they?
That is over and over and over. It does not matter how many took-ins, or half-took films he does. They will go see that shit. And if this is going up against Proud Mary, what you have is an action film starring a black woman versus a Liam Neeson action film. And people love poorly edited Liam Neeson black action films. So I'll even vouch and say that Proud Mary, I have no doubt that Proud Mary will be better than The Commuter. I honestly think it will be better than The Commuter. I think The Commuter is going to beat it at the box office though, which is sad because The Commuter looks fucking awful.
Yeah. I hope that's not the case. Probably is going to be the case. Now I'm looking at the dates. They come out in the same weekend. 1000% agree, Brandon. Like, white folks love them some Liam Neeson. Like, that is very true.
I don't know because like Run All Night only made $11 million this opening weekend.
When did Run All Night drop?
That was in March.
Also, Run All Night wasn't a Taken.
Yeah, okay.
Like these simply named fucking Taken 3. That's Taken 1. I'm trying to get Taken 3 because that was the last one.
Yeah,
that
Taken
white
3
people
was
spent their money on.
Taken. Well, I think we all kind of thought maybe it would happen with Taken.
Oh my God, Taken 3 made $326 million, bro.
Really?
Come on, man. It's just like people pay for this shit. It's terrible. They don't fucking care that it's terrible.
It was Forrest Whitaker and his bagels. That's what made all that money.
Also, how many times did they show Danny Glover in The Proud Mary? Surely because he's the only other big name that white people will recognize.
I don't think I've seen him in the promotional stuff like on social media, but on the top of my head, I don't know if we actually get a full shot of him.
I've seen him in a TV spot. They were running some TV spots recently.
TV spots. Okay,
so I did see him. I did see him in a TV spot.
It's not in a full trailer, but he's somewhere. He is somewhere.
They're putting this movie on her back.
Yeah.
And I think that's unfair. I think that's really fucking unfair.
Well, I don't think it's unfair. Well,
I don't think it's unfair. I think it's unfair that they haven't put the proper amount of correct marketing towards it / marketing at all, and then they put her in a dead month. I think
That's what I mean. They put it all on her back. They put it all on her name. They didn't invest in marketing and shit. They were just like, it's Taraji.
Gotcha. Okay, I got you were saying. I thought you were saying like she shouldn't be solely kind of be like the solo kind of like focus on, which I think we all agree. Yeah. No, we stand like we want her to succeed.
Right? Black people love her, so they should come out and support her, right? Isn't that what you black people are about?
Well, and I'll say I actually don't mind the month. 'Cause I think the month works probably the best for it. Because when you look at the rest of the year, here we're getting into one of these months is really, really bad for putting up. Like I think March is really, really bad. We'll get into that later on. But like I think January's probably best. Although this weekend is probably crowded too. Because then they also got Paddington 2, which I don't care about, but you might get some people out there to see that.
I want to see that shit.
And I don't know. Did you guys see the trailer for Saturday Church?
Yes.
No.
I did. I just saw it yesterday.
So
my God.
So that might. Well, my question for that one is that one being a wide release or is that a video on demand? Is that an Amazon film?
So here's the thing. I saw it randomly on Twitter, but I wasn't clear on whether or not, to your point, it was like a direct to streaming type of thing, or whether or not it was going to get a wide release. I don't know. But it looks really amazing.
Yeah. So Saturday Church is basically about this gender fluid kid whose father dies, but he likes cross dressing, he likes putting on women's clothing, and he's a black kid, and his mother and sister and parents are all really against him, and he comes across, I guess, I don't know what who he comes. I mean, I don't know if they're transgender or who he comes across, and they bring him. They basically take him in, and they introduce him to this whole world of being yourself, and it seems like a really. I don't want to say it's another Moonlight, but it definitely is along the lines of another coming of age, coming onto yourself, understanding who you are and accepting who you are type story. And it looks really, really good. Like I watched it. It's a musical.
It's good.
And it's saying it's Moonlight meets La La Land.
Yes, because it's a musical. That actually makes sense. Like it actually.
Oh, it's a musical?
Let me. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and play the trailer for it.
Well, wait, hold on.
It is a musical.
Apparently, it released in April of last year at the Tribeca Film Festival. But it doesn't have any date on when it's going to be released in theaters.
It's January 12th. January 12th is the release date.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, I am not seeing that.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and play the trailer for it real quick. Let me share my screen again with you guys to see this. Because I saw it and I was like, that's actually going to be, again, this is not going to be something that if it does release on the 12th, it's not going to be something that takes over anything else being released there. But I think this is going to be a film that is probably going to, if it's good, going to get some people talking.
You learn anything interesting at school today?
Not really.
What do you think is going to happen to him in this world? His father's dead. He's crying out for help.
I don't know why you're freaking out.
Mom and Dad told you not to wear Mom's clothes.
I won't do it again.
I'm Ebony.
Ulysses.
What kind of name is Ulysses?
I think it's kind of cool. I like it.
Where are you going?
Saturday church. You want to come with?
You want to join them?
Have you ever painted your face?
You forget my face and you forget my name and you.
This needs to stop.
I'm trying my best.
Try harder.
You lied to me.
How dare you! Oh, don't you ever think about coming back here again!
I fear that you cannot see me standing here. I said goodbye, goodbye to life. Babe, you know I'm moving on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Again, I don't think it's not gonna win a weekend or anything like that, but I think it will get people talking at some point in January.
I can see it being, even though it got released at Tribeca 2017, I can see it depending on how well it is, like how good it is. And I honestly, the way that the main character was singing was better than the two leads in La La Land, so I'm already in. Like he already has notes and vocals, so I'm here. I'm already in for it. Like I'm absolutely gonna watch it. And now that I have a movie pass, I will surely be going to Proud Mary one day and going to see this the other day. Like I'm excited. Like I saw it just in passing, and it really like warmed me up inside. I was like, yo, this is mad dope that we have a film like this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, the following week we got, I have my 2 entries for films that always get dropped in January. One is the super patriotic bullshit film that always comes out, a la like, the Benghazi one they did. That's 12 Strong. This one stars Chris Hemsworth, where I'm like, Chris, you're really trying to stop.
It's the horse soldiers.
Yeah, the horse shoulder film.
If there's anything that I could be negatively interested in, it'd probably be this film. Like I have no interest.
Like, it's not gonna. They always try to drop this film. There's always a film like this that comes out in January. It never does well. It never works out. Sorry, Chris. Like I like you. I think he's actually a pretty good actor. When they give him something, it's not going to work out for him on this one.
He's in it. Trevante Rhodes is in it. It's a lot of people in that.
Michael Pena.
Yep.
Michael Shannon.
Yep.
Like they actually have like good actors in it. I'm just
Michael
like
Pena always gets put in a war film though at some point. Like they always cast him as that Spanish dude.
Right.
But he's always that. Unfortunately, always that Spanish dude in a lot of his films, which is unfortunate because he's actually a pretty solid like actor, which is that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Then there's Den of Thieves, which is always the heist film they throw into January. Every January there's a heist film that is just looks like, oh yeah, we're going to be the new Heat. And I'm like, no, you're not going to be the new Heat. You're not going to be. And this one stars Gerard Butler, which I know means that it's definitely not going to be the next Heat. It's not going to be good.
Okay, what was Gerard Butler's last good movie?
I'm sorry, was that a question or?
What was the last movie you saw him in and was like, that was solid?
Oh, no. What was that film he did with Jamie Foxx? Shit, the one where he was locked in jail.
The one where he was a prisoner that was
Law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, there you go. Law-abiding citizen might be the
2009.
That might be because dude, yeah. I mean,
actually, I'm looking at the list of films. You might not be wrong.
No, I'm not. Like.
He was a voice in How to Train Your Dragon. Does that count?
No, voice work doesn't count.
No. I have never seen How to Train Your Dragon, so that's also a no.
I think that one of the problems I have with Gerard Butler is everything I see him in, he just reminds me of King Leonidas. So it's just like, I'm just like, so you're gonna kick somebody into a pit or no? Because if you're not,
you're waiting for that scene where he kicks somebody into a pit every time.
Well, you know what it is too. When he acts and he speaks, it feels like he's always like. Does anybody else notice it? It feels like he's chewing the side of his face.
Because he has an accent that he's trying to hide.
So it's so he's trying to chew the accent away. It's fucking hilarious, dog.
Either that or he refuses to spit out the tobacco. I mean, you can take your pick.
Have y'all seen the trailer for Den of Thieves, by the way?
No.
Yes.
I think I might have.
Listen, to be fair, I'm definitely seeing this movie.
Well, no. Wait. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna see this fucking film, all right? Like, let's not get it twisted. I will see this film, but it's not gonna be good. No, because look, I can't tell you if I've seen the trailer or not because I think I've seen this movie before, like 20 other times. Yeah. Let me guess. There's an armored truck. There's a bunch of thieves. They're trying to plot on. I think what is it? You know what it is? It's a GTA plot. They're trying to steal from the Federal Reserve. That's the first thing I thought of when I thought of the film. I was like, oh, this is GTA 5 when you break into the Federal Reserve.
Wait a minute. Have any of you actually ever been to a Federal Reserve?
I haven't.
No.
Oh, I have, and there's no way in hell you're saying that. Like I went. There's one out here, man. I went and I was like, we couldn't even take our phones inside.
Right, you're not.
And there's all kind of money there. Yeah, I was like, who would try to how could you rob this place?
It's not happening.
It's literally locked down to every corner. So I don't know how the hell they're going to try to pull this off.
Yeah.
With like 4 dudes.
And then it's like,
I just need.
One of them is 50 Cent.
If they're going to make a movie about dudes doing a heist for $120 million, I need to see 7 geeks in their mother's basement, all on LAN connection, strapped onto the internet, hacking.
Oh, wait, you mean not 50 Cent in a skull mask? That's not.
Right.
Oh, that's right. 50 Cent is.
That's not how people steal money like that these days.
I
Like
forgot
you
50
the last
Cent
time you
is
were watching the news and they were like $4 million stolen from Bank of America in so and so. Like that never fucking happens. But you do hear someone's Target hacked for 138 million accounts, $20 million in loss. Like
Right.
that's more realistic today. But you can't make that shit look cool.
No.
So we'll still watch bank heist film.
A bunch of dudes with Mountain Dew sitting around computers talking. Yeah.
It could be a comedy. Like honestly, I would just sell it as a comedy. And then them actually getting caught and trying to figure out how to like acting like little bitches and trying to figure out how not to get arrested now because none of them will survive in prison. That would be a great Seth Rogen film. Like I feel like Judd Apatow to direct this.
You got them doing a hard time. Some nerds.
I forgot 50 Cent was in this film. Then Osei Jackson
and
Jr.
Osei Jackson Jr. is also in this film.
Yeah. He's in this film. No, this film was
Well,
not.
he's not.
No, he's not bad. He's not bad. But it's like this film is not going to be good. So
No. They got porn stash too from Orange is the New Black in this film.
And look, here's the thing.
not bad.
I need them every time they do this film, they make this film, to stop saying in the same vein as Heat. Because that's exactly what the story says, a Los Angeles crime saga in the vein of Heat. No, it is not going to be as good as Heat. Heat had good actors.
They putting out a Heat film, like aren't De Niro and Pacino back together for a Heatish film?
No, I think it's it's not for that. It's a film on So it's another film. It's based on a true story. It's
I assumed it was Heat too.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No,
But they're like they're back together again. I was like,
but that's why Heat works because it's like you have a bunch of fucking legendary fucking actors in the fucking
that
film.
Whole cast is crazy.
Right? It's a fucking like I'm tired of making. Look, you're not. Don't tell me you're making a film in the vein of Heat and you have your lead actor is Gerard Butler. Oh, and your second biggest name on the cast is fucking 50 Cent. That's not. Sorry, it's not the same thing. I'm very emotional about this.
That's the cast you use when you're remaking Heat for a rap video. That's that cast, not for an actual movie.
Listen,
why don't you just watch Power? Just watch Power. It'll be a better experience for you. And Power to me is terrible, but just watch Power.
I'm very emotional about this because Heat is one of my all-time favorite movies. So anytime somebody says in the same vein of Heat, like I want to fight them. I want to square the fuck up because like the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck are you talking about? It's not. No.
I'm gonna help us move on here. So is anybody interested in Nicolas Cage movie, Mom and Dad?
No.
Because I kind of want to see this shit.
Well, I heard about it. It's like isn't it like mom and they're trying to kill their kids or something like that?
Yes, the parents go on a frenzy and they're trying to kill their kids. So it's gonna have a bunch of crazy Nicolas Cage face throughout it, and I'm really like that's the only reason we're here to see Nick act. Is the face.
Yeah, I'm if it's got Nicolas Cage faces, I might watch it.
It'll be the most memeable movie of January for sure.
Of course.
Oh, 100%. Might be of the year, actually.
Yeah.
And real quick, the film you were talking about with Robert De Niro and what's his name? Al Pacino is the Irishman is directed by Martin Scorsese and it comes out I believe in March. It's
it's directed by Scorsese. Like
Yeah.
I was gonna throw his name out there if you're gonna do a heist film and Scorsese ain't behind it.
Right.
Why are we doing it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the one that they got pictures of Robert De Niro wearing like 6-inch platforms to look taller?
I'm not sure, maybe. Because it's basically a mob hitman recalls his possible involvement with the slaying of Jimmy Hoffa. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that one because I think historically the character that De Niro is playing is taller than the character that Pacino is playing. So they had my man like 6-inch platforms to make him look much taller.
Okay, and then we finish up January with probably the best film of January, Maze Runner: The Death Cure.
No thanks.
Listen, I'll go with Please Stand By, where an autistic girl tries to sell her Star Trek script to Hollywood. I'll go with that one over Maze Runner. Like, why is Maze Runner still happening?
I don't know.
Listen,
dude.
I'm surprised they finished it because dude almost died shooting.
I was gonna say, isn't this the film that he almost died in?
Yeah, that's the one he almost died in.
I feel
Doing some stunt accident on a car. Like they had him hooked up like Darth Vader to a machine for a minute.
Yeah, I feel like we gotta watch it then.
No,
I feel like I gotta watch it because my man almost died, and my man almost died trying to make it. So I feel like we got how many more of these films are there?
It's
This
This
is
is
the
the
last one.
third and final installment.
Oh,
so
thank
it's the end of the
God.
trilogy.
Oh, thank God.
It's terrible though, man. Like the first film didn't have enough maze in it. The second film didn't have a maze at all, and this third film is just running.
But
like,
bruh, budget is $61 million. It made $300 million.
Why? Okay, there you go.
It's one of those YA novels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at it. So the total of the both films, budget wise, like in total, they did 90. They cost 95 million. The box office total for both of them combined, $660 million.
Well, that
Why
answers our
aren't we
questions.
writing scripts? Like, why are we still reviewing movies? Why aren't we just writing movies?
Look.
That people and tell us are terrible while we sit in our lavish mansions and go, ha 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 ha, I'm writing the sequel.
I'm going to use the Maze Runner series as my rebuttal to anybody that comes up to me telling me that what Hollywood needs to do is Hollywood doesn't do low budget films anymore, blah, blah, blah. No, they do. They will a bunch of terrible ones. They still fucking suck. All right. The Maze Runner films make their budget for $60 million or less, and they put out a bunch of crap. Like, I don't know why people think a lower to mid budget film somehow means better quality. It sometimes means they're just shittier films they can do more of. Because that means that
Where
they
is
don't have to
the
make as
money
much money.
going though? Like, it's not going to the special effects because none of the Maze Runner films look amazing, right? It's not going to the casting because there's nobody in this film that made over $500,000 to be in this movie. All right, so where the fuck are they spending 60? These films have to be tax write-offs. Like, they have to be.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we brought all of the best, most expensive cameras.
Where are they shooting this at?
We could use to shoot these.
They shot the last one in Arizona, I thought.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because
New Mexico,
where nobody is.
Because sometimes they shoot these films in like overseas and things like that to get tax write-offs. Because what was that? There was that one film they did that with. Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was fucking terrible. Oh.
But it's got a good cast. It's got Walton Goggins, Aidan Gillen's in it. Natalie Emanuel's in it.
So
Giancarlo
Walton
Esposito.
Goggins is in it, but is he racist?
Esposito is the only person that I recognize in this film besides the evil white woman. That's, those are the only two people I recognize with name.
You know Walton Goggins. He's the racist. If he's not playing a racist, though, you probably don't recognize him.
Oh, okay.
He's got to be racist. Like, if Walton Goggins is not playing a racist, then I can't. No.
I love Walton Goggins, though.
Yeah, no, I love him.
Wait,
He's
Walton
great.
Goggins is wait, is he fucking Vice Principals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know who Walter Goggins is.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was gonna say, you know him. You know him.
Oh, my man got racist teeth. I remember. Okay, I know you know.
Yeah. He's the man from whatchamacallit? Django. They're trying to cut off. They're trying to cut off.
And big bucks. He just he's been doing television acting at an amazing level for years.
Yeah.
As side characters.
Yeah.
He just now started getting lead roles.
He's also going to be in Ant-Man and the Wasp this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's the bad guy in what's the name in the new Laura Croft movie. He's the bad guy.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll get to there. Let's hold on. So let's get into February. So apparently, and
Can we just skip February first?
Huh?
Can we just skip it? Can we just skip the first week of February?
Oh well, there's nothing happening. Well, actually, maybe not because Cloverfield.
Yeah, I've heard nothing about this.
Right. Well,
neither have I. It says Cloverfield 2017. I don't know what this means.
Well, no. So basically, and I didn't know either. But remember what happened with Cloverfield Lane? It's the same thing. So they do all these films inside the universe, and they don't actually tell you. So we probably won't find anything about it until a couple weeks when we're going to be like, oh yeah, by the way, next week we're going to drop in a few weeks we're going to drop a Cloverfield film, which is what they did with one Cloverfield
marketing
Lane.
for Cloverfield Lane.
No, not until right before it came out. They did basically.
How long is right before? Because this film comes
like
out
a
in a month.
That's the same thing that happened with one Cloverfield Lane. You did not find out about it until January.
I could have swore I knew about Cloverfield
Nope.
Lane way before that.
Nope, you didn't. Because it was a secret.
You sure about this?
Yes, it was a secret project. They were talking about it, but they didn't drop the trailer for it until like a month before. We're like, wait, they're doing a Cloverfield film? What the fuck? And then we go and see it. The same thing they did.
Yeah. Then we got the poster. Then we got the trailer.
Right. So it's going to probably happen in like a week or two. And so basically, what this is there was a project called the God Particle, and that's probably what it's going to kind of be named as. It has David. It's got a good cast, and it's got David Oyelowo in it. It's got
my girl Gugu's in it.
Yeah, Gugu's in it. She's got Daniel Bruhl. Like I think it's going to be another like good one. So, but we don't know anything about it. Because again, the same thing they did with One Cloverfield Lane.
Cloverfield Lane,
And it's got like a small, like most of their movies, it's got like a really tight cast.
Yeah.
Hey, Cloverfield Lane came out. It had ads in January. They marketed starting in early Feb, and it came out in mid-March. This film comes out in a month.
I'm telling you, like I don't think there was a lot of things in January.
And they did it before 13 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
they
might move the date, but
they might move the date.
It's gonna get pushed.
But like, I'm really excited to see what that comes out at, because I'll watch that shit.
Fan, so I'm for it, whatever it is. But I think they're gonna push this.
Yeah.
I think Black Panther might have people a little like.
Oh well, yeah, of course. So there's how many more 50 Shades movies are they doing?
This is the last one.
Oh, thank God.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be the last one.
Just don't.
Gonna do a prequel to 50 Shades.
Is that what this is? A prequel?
25 shades?
They will do 40 Shades of Grey, bro.
This is supposed to be the final film in the trilogy.
These two actors.
I've never seen a trailer that made me so uninterested in a movie.
Because both of the people are boring as hell. Who are the leads? They're both boring.
This film is slavery because none of these people want to be here.
No, you joke, but I think you're right, because there was rumors during the first movie that they beefed during the
No,
press
they
tour.
don't like each other. The two leads, Dakota and whatever the white dude's name is, they absolutely do not like each other.
And they got dragged into 2 more fucking films after that.
I told you.
You're locked in to 4 movies.
Don't fucking like this movie, man. Like they don't want to be here.
Do you want to know how much it's made in the box office?
No, we don't want to do that. No,
I know it's a lot of money, and it's gonna piss me off.
No, I don't want to hear that.
It's really. I just pulled it up. It's really gonna make you mad.
No, don't do this.
I already know.
Like $300 or $400 million, I'm sure.
More than that, man. Like total, both films, more than that.
Well, I'm sure. Like the first film, the first film was the breakout, right? And this was the film that you took your husband, boyfriend, or fuck buddy to as a woman to see on Valentine's Day. The film about a dude abusing a defenselessly dumb young girl. Like that's the film. This is love. No, it absolutely is. Like he whipped her in this movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Let's put it this way. The first film by itself made over $500 million in the box office.
Yeah, the second one made 381. So
yeah, so in total, it's almost $1 billion franchise for 2 films.
Remember when they were doing those event films? New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, those movies, and how much money they would make.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what 50 Shades is right now. Like they don't have anything else in the box office. There's no Twilight. There's no event movies. 50 Shades is it. This is all white women have. So they're going.
That's true. Middle-aged white women are like this. Yeah, no, that's true. And the budget is low. Like they only spent the first film. They only spent like $40 million. So the amount of money that you're making off of this is actually ridiculous. And my question is, what are you spending this budget on? Like, are you spending most of it at like sex shops?
Right.
They're
Yeah.
spending on beautiful people and
beautiful on Audis and fake Seattle skylines, I guess.
And the soundtrack, which is just all pop mush songs.
Yeah.
The best thing that happened for 50 Shades trilogy was a new version of "Crazy in Love" by Beyonce, and I stand by that.
Like people shit on The Room, but in actuality, 50 Shades isn't that far off from The Room, as far as a literary work and as a film adaptation. The Room, if Maze Runner is proof that we should be writing scripts, 50 Shades is us catching a beating for not having written a script yet. Because it didn't take much for this film to get 2 million sold. The writing has always been talked about as awful. God fucking awful. And this woman got a 3 film deal from it after selling 2 million copies of however many books, probably just the first one, and then more millions of copies of the following ones. Because she just wouldn't stop writing. It's terrible fucking Amazon freelance fan fiction that now is going to gross by the end of this year, probably $1 billion.
And it's Twilight fan fiction, isn't it? Like people, isn't it? That's what, it's Twilight fan fiction of everything else. Like it's bad fan fiction of bad fiction. Yo, it's just
that's my thing. If it was like good fan fiction, maybe I could be like, all right, I see why. I've read good fan fiction. This ain't it.
God,
it's
it's
not
fucking terrible.
This is like the other film that they finally decided to scrap. What? Oh my God, the girl who is
Divergent. The Divergent films.
Yes, written by a fucking 25-year-old, poor writing, got a 3-film deal that what's the name doesn't even want to be in the
Shailene Woodley, because the last one, not even going to be a movie. It's going to be like a TV movie now because they're like, yeah, we can't justify the box office for this shit. Oh God.
Yeah, apparently they were losing money making these movies.
Well, you think?
Divergent always gave me like bootleg, like fake Gucci bag version of like the Hunger Games. That's always what it gave me.
He said a fake Gucci version of the Hunger Games.
All right.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, Divergent doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it's
like
stupid.
she's different because she can make it a choice about what she wants to be, but everybody else is making choices about what they want to be.
Yeah.
The film killed itself in the first 15-minute explanation of their society.
It was dumb.
It made no fucking sense.
Yeah, the film.
I'd also like to point out for just about 50 Shades Freed, like it goes without saying, there's a lot of people within the BDSM community who was like, "This is garbage," and I was like, "That's good enough for me."
Movies.
Yeah, they're fucking terrible.
Good enough for me. Y'all are in this community. I trust and believe you. Trash. I'm not
because it's films of violence against women. They're like it's not BSD or whatever. It's not.
Yeah, it's just it's just an
yes,
abusive
it's violence against women. The first film is literally violence against women. He humiliates her. He fucking buys her.
He's very possessive.
He stalks her.
Yeah, he stalks the shit out of her. He treats her like a slave. I don't understand at all. There's no freedom. There's no sexual freedom about any of this.
Mm-hmm.
And they make films, and they're making hundreds of $millions off of each film because stupid housewives are going to see it, and they think that this is their dream.
53%. So obviously February 16th is Black Panther. So I guess my only question on this one is what do you guys think? I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think the top of the back box office is for this?
120 million.
That's what I'm looking at.
First week?
Yeah.
Close to 100.
I'm giving 120 million.
Yeah, I'm going 110, 120.
I'll say 110, 122 because I was trying to do some math on like what did the last couple of films do for MCU. Yeah, 110, 120.
Well, looking at so you got looking for the solo films because they always like the sequels always do more the solo films, but like this is going to be different than whatchamacallit, like Doctor Strange, which is not going to have the controversy Doctor Strange had, and that was Doctor fucking Strange, or Ant-Man.
And that still made 94?
Yeah, and then we got shit. I realized this. Doctor Strange is going to end up making more money. Is going to by the time Justice League ends, Doctor Strange would have made more money overall than Justice League, and that's a fucking shame.
Justice League technically already ended because I think I read last week they cut like half their theaters in half.
Yeah,
basically,
so it's done.
It's about you could close up shop on it.
So I'm thinking Black Panther might hit the top range on this for solo film just because of the buzz, and you're going to get a bunch of people that might not have gone to see other films that are definitely going to go see this fucking film.
There's nothing coming out in February. The advertisement for it all year long has been like salacious. It's just through the fucking roof.
Oh, and we haven't even picked up yet. It's going to get worse.
Right. And we haven't hit. See, what we haven't hit yet is that fucking Super Bowl week trailer that's going to drop. Yeah. And all of the white people that claim they haven't been paying attention, but pay attention to every Marvel film. Mm-hmm. Now you're going to get the casual Marvel goers with the Super Bowl shit. And they're either going to go because they think it looks amazing and because it's a Marvel film, or they're going to go out of fucking anger to see that it's trash so that they can then write reviews about it and try to go against it. But in reality, they're all going to be in love with this big black ass movie.
Yeah.
It's also press run is about to start soon too. So like they're going to be in our face a lot, and it's going to be all of like the black heavy hitters. So you're going to see a lot of Lupita, you're going to see a lot of Chadwick, you're going to see a lot of Michael B. Jordan just like on your screen.
Yeah. The early
you saw the reaction at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
They did the Infinity War trailer, and the crowd was like, yeah, it's amazing. It's Infinity War. They did the Black Panther trailer, and the whole stadium was up jumping on their feet. This was mostly white people.
Yeah.
Praising the shit out of, like, they orgasmed over this trailer in those 6,600 seats.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. This is not, I'm not confused about this at all. That reaction right there let me know this film is going to blow at the fucking box office.
Yeah,
I hope so.
the early track is already at 95, and when you got a film like this, the trackings usually go up, not down. So if it's starting at 95, yeah, I can see. And shit, it could get higher than that. Like it could really blow the doors off. And Marvel is not pulling punches on their promotion for this. And like you said, there's nothing like the only other film come out in February that looks kind of interesting. I want to see that Annihilation movie.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, with Natalie Portman, but it's gonna get killed. Yeah, I'm gonna see it, but it's gonna be after like I see Black Panther for like the third time. So,
of course.
So yeah.
Shout out to Bateman because Game Night is going to bomb. But, you know,
yeah.
Again, that looks like it might be kind of funny.
It didn't look funny to me. It looked awful. Me and Ashley saw the trailer, and she loved Jason Bateman, and even she looked at me and was like, "I guess." I was like, "I guess."
I mean, Black Panther, and then for like 3 weeks, it has a basic run with nothing really. I mean, the only other thing, the only things coming out between Black Panther and A Wrinkle in Time is that movie Alpha, which is basically, I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer or any images for this.
Yeah.
Like what I love about it's like this film about like it kind of reminds me. What was that film that Mel Gibson did about like it's something like Apocalypto? Kind of looks like that, except this is a bunch of white people, I think. And I'm like,
but it's not Apocalypto, and it's not Mel Gibson.
Yeah, and I'm like, here's the thing. I do like what is it, Cody McGee Smith? I think I like him, but you can't. This is not gonna. Yeah, this is not.
It's not gonna.
Cody Smith McGee.
I saw the trailer for it, and I was like,
yeah, no, this is not gonna. It's like a boy and his wolf. Like that's not. You're not gonna miss anything.
And Apocalypto.
Oh, that's Nightcrawler. I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah. So yeah, Nightcrawler. So
Apocalypto did amazing numbers when Mel Gibson was actually liked.
Right. So yeah, this Alpha's not gonna do well. They finally pushed the Death Wish film back to this point, which is
what the fuck is this shit?
No, it's like the Death Wish remake.
If I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to come out. It's the Death Wish remake.
I don't know if they're going to screen it. Because it just seems like I remember watching the trailer and had a gut reaction of like, this is not a good time for it.
Yeah.
It just felt like
it's never going to be a good time for it. It's never going to be a good time for it. It's the Death Wish remake with what's his name?
1970 film or whatever.
Yeah, but it's got whatchamacallit, Bruce Willis in it. And it's just
so what about Red Sparrow then? Because this is Jennifer Lawrence, Joe Egerton. And
you saw that that's not going to work either. That's not going to work. You seen the trailer for that one, right?
I haven't seen it. No,
it's basically
it's literally Atomic Blonde, and if somebody did a fan YouTube version of what the Black Widow movie should be,
yes, 100% accurate.
But you don't see any action.
Oh, okay. That's not how you do a trailer, but cool.
Yeah. So it didn't do it. Like so, that's probably also not gonna do anything. So.
That's the thing, like to your point, like in regards to the action, it seems like they're leaning heavily on like the KGB training women more to kill with sex as opposed to like actually killing, like physically.
In the info for it, so yes, she's absolutely right.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just like I'm not interested in it. Like, listen, Atomic Blonde was a mess of a movie when you get to the third act, but man, Charlize Theron really like kicked ass in that film, and the action was really good. So for this, I'm just like,
yeah, okay. You're not gonna be able to pull that off. So, yeah. And then we're gonna get into A Wrinkle in Time. But what I want to point out here for these March releases is the next 4 weeks. There's a big movie releasing every day that week. Every week. Like I don't know what the fuck these studios were thinking. Why you would cut yourself at the knees and compete when there's again. Like, there was plenty of time in January. There's plenty of other time of these other months. I don't know why you try to cut yourself off at the knees by stacking your films up in March like this. And I don't know when March became super busy, but fuck March is busy.
Because I think the summer movie windows they're small, man.
Yeah.
But there's not anything good. Like, honestly, Tomb Raider came out in the summer. There's no reason that he needed to release it in March. Because if we've seen the box office releases for the last like 2 years over the summer, it's besides Marvel, it's been fucking weak. Besides Marvel and fucking one DC film, it's been goddamn weak. So Tomb Raider could have owned in a July or June releasing. It didn't have to do March
or August.
It really did. Or August, right? And people skip over August, but like legit, Guardians of the Galaxy boomed in August when the first one dropped. So I don't know why people keep ignoring that time period. And September is absolutely fucking dead. Every goddamn year.
See, September. I would do September because this June and July.
This June and July are going to be busy. But
September, 100%.
Yeah,
I don't get it. Like, it's the whole month. September and October are whole open months of come in, please, and make money. And people are like, no, we'd rather jam our shit in the springtime and the summertime because clearly people don't go see movies in the fall. But shout out to Thor and It, which made money. I don't get it.
Yeah, in November, yeah.
We'll come back to A Wrinkle in Time, but since we brought it up there, Tomb Raider. Here's the thing. I don't think it's gonna be the one either.
I wasn't planning to see it.
I don't know I can't remember the actress name who's playing Laura here. I'm not feeling her.
Alicia Vikander is actually a really damn good actress. I do not know why she signed up for this.
Oh, the paycheck for sure.
Yeah, that has to be the reason because the trailer doesn't look good. The poster where they had her looking like a giraffe neck looked crazy.
That poster's a mess.
Yeah. A mess. It's an off. The second worst poster this year has to be the Ready Player One poster. Did you see that one? The one where his leg is that long.
So long.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That and the Tomb Raider poster ties for the one of the worst posters of the year.
I know I know she's a good actress, but it's just
the Ready Player One and the Tomb Raider, the Ready Player One will be fine based off its novelty book fest, and the trailer for the film is actually like enticing. Like it speaks to
I agree.
Tomb Raider's trailer, which should have been badass action, is just not that. It's too much off of like the nostalgia of Tomb Raider, which isn't good because Tomb Raider, besides the game making a comeback, really doesn't speak to like huge pop culture audience outside of the gaming community. I don't know. Like Tomb Raider games aren't like the biggest bestseller games either when they're released. So I don't know why the trailer, like if they had the same person who cut the trailer for that terrible fucking Jurassic movie, then I would be more into Tomb Raider. Because wow, the new Jurassic movie is terrible in theory as far as the plot goes. The trailer pulls you right in. You're like, I got to go see this shit though, because it just looks amazing.
She seems
the plot is terrible.
At least she's a good actress, but like she seems so stiff it seems like she's very uncomfortable.
I just think it's a bad trailer, and like Daniel Wu is in this too. This could be an amazing fucking movie. You have a good cast. Walter Goggins is a villain. It's perfect. Alicia Vikander as Laura Croft actually was a good fucking decision. And Daniel Wu, if he's on her side, that's somebody who's going to kick ass. That's Into the Battle. So you're fucking set. And then they released this terrible ass trailer, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I disagree slightly with you, Chris, in terms of like she looks stiff in the trailer, but like I had a bit of hope, even though she didn't do a lot of it as I like to. But when I saw her in A Man from U.N.C.L.E. surprised me too, because I always kind of viewed her as a very serious actor. Yeah. And her personality and some of the stuff that she was doing in A Man from U.N.C.L.E., I was like, oh, okay, I could see her doing a Laura Croft. But I agree, like she looks really, really, really stiff in the film. I've never really been interested in the Lara Croft lore. I think a lot of it has to do with I'm not a gamer by nature. So like the games truly mean nothing to me. And if it was more interesting to me, I'm like, okay, great. But like we have a lot of solo, white women in action films coming out in 2018. I have to cut down at some point.
There's a spot for it. Female Indiana Jones. I just don't know if they're gonna win with this one.
Well, the thing about it is, like, the new Tomb Raider games are so good, and like, they're actually a really good story in the way that they, like, if you just watch gameplay of that and watch somebody else play it, you feel like you're watching a movie already. And I don't get that from this movie. It's like they don't understand that. Listen, you don't need to do it exactly, but if you like. Laura in those new games has personality. She's, you feel like another thing too is you feel like, damn, like this girl's going through a fucking lot. Like she's like jumping off.
The Tomb Raider games are brutal.
Right, they're like brutal. Like they're like if they had made this into like a brutal movie, like the Tomb Raider game is turned into fucking brutal. Like think Indiana Jones, but brutal. This would have been like okay. I watched the trailer. I'm like, it feels safe. Like I feel safe.
Atomic Blonde's third act with Indiana Jones.
Yes.
For this to work.
Yes.
And I think they tried to show some elements of that in the trailer because she is bruised up and cut at some points in the trailer. But I just don't think that they like when you saw the trailer for Atomic Blonde, you saw hardcore fight fucking scenes, and you were like, yes. And you didn't get that from this, right? And they really could have had her swinging vines into rock sides, explosions with her flying across fields, like her trying to outrun an encaving like mine or whatever, and all of that would have sold this film. And I just don't think they cut a good trailer.
Yeah,
no, it's a terrible trailer.
Going back up a week, A Wrinkle in Time. That's also going to like for instance, just to let you guys know, Disney for the last 2 years in a row has made $6 billion at the box office. 2018 is going to a third year in a row that they make $1 billion at the box office because
they're going to make seven.
They actually, you joke, they might.
No, I'm not joking. Yeah, they have ridiculous releases. In 2018.
It might hit 8. To be perfectly honest with you,
I'm not at all joking.
Yeah, we might be looking at 7 or 8 this year. So
Infinity War, Black Panther, A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah. I mean, just between those two alone, like, and again, like they could do numbers. Like the only thing that hurts A Wrinkle in Time with its numbers is again, even if the films aren't good, it's going to have competition. So and that might slow it down. But if it's really really good, look out.
There's nothing about the trailer that doesn't make it seem magical, and that's how you capture white audiences.
Yes,
magic.
Yes.
So, and every woman I know is interested in seeing this movie because they either read the book or knows someone read the book or talked about it.
It relates to like the young teenage like girl in you reading A Wrinkle in Time and like believing in magic. Also, like shameless plug. Obviously, me being a black woman, used to be a black girl. A lot of black women I've spoken to, they were like, I am looking forward to A Wrinkle in Time off the strength of Ava and having a black female lead as a young girl. Because we imagined ourselves when we read the book, we were kind of imagining it, and very rarely do you see like a black girl being magical in the lead at that. So like I think we all agree like it's gonna be a phenomenal film. Like I trust and believe in Ava, but the cast is ridiculous. They all we have some good actors here, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna do numbers. Going over also coming out that week. Did anybody see the first Strangers film?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yes.
Okay, well they got a Strangers sequel coming out, Pray at Night. So that also comes out. That also comes out that week of Wrinkle in Time. So just keep that in mind.
Can we talk about this MTV film?
Which one?
That they're like trying to push.
Which
Hush
one?
Hush Quietly.
Which one?
And I'm curious what this is going to do at the box office.
Which film?
Love, Simon movie.
Oh no! It looks like a Tumblr, like a gay Tumblr film. Like that's exactly what it is.
I saw the trailer and I was like, so after Moonlight, this is what we do.
Yo, okay, can I say something about this? Because you just said something that has been upsetting my spirit. I forgot what publication wrote it, but they wrote an article about the Moonlight effect and how more queer films are being represented. And every last film that they mentioned were white gay people. And I was like, no, no. They had like Call Me By Your Name, and they also had Love, Simon here. And ever since then, I look at it and I'm like, ooh, the Moonlight effect. Like, it's not the Moonlight effect if it's not queer people of color, but all right. But when I saw continue, Brett, I'm sorry. I could go off and say that really
you're right. No, you're right. But like, with the last thing you said was absolutely right. Because when I saw the trailer for this, I don't know how many of y'all watch True Life. There's an episode of True Life where there's this white kid, and the whole episode is about him coming out. And he's like, I don't know, I'm going to tell my friends. I don't know, I'm going to tell my parents. I'm going to know how to tell anybody that I'm actually gay and I'm pretending to be straight. When he comes out finally, he's like, I'm going to come out to my best friend first. When he comes out to his best friend, she's like, yeah, dude, we knew. And that's what Love, Simon feels like. Like the whole film is about him being scared to come out. But I feel like from watching the trailer, people already know he's gay. So what is the actual journey that he's going on? Not saying that coming out isn't a journey, but it's kind of like
it's about white people problems, essentially, right?
Here's what makes
about it.
And here's what makes me mad about it too, is that Keaton Lonsdale is in the film, who's an actual bisexual person, but you have a straight white dude.
Oh fuck. Is it got a straight white? Oh, okay, never mind. We're done.
A white dude who is gay and is popular and everybody loves him, and it's like, oh man, how am I going to stay in the popular limelight of my white life if I have to reveal to everybody that I like to touch other penises? Like, you know, like what, like, oh, this is really hard. And I'm like, but you're talking to this film specifically is geared towards the MTV generation.
We're moving on. Fuck
Yeah,
this.
it's not. No,
We're not watching this. Nobody's watching this film. Nobody's watching this film. You know the film I am going to watch this month. That comes out this month. That I might. The Hurricane Heist.
What is the Hurricane Heist?
When I read this, you're going to hate me. It centers on a team of hackers who break into a U.S. mint facility on a small coastal town to steal $102 million. Why not $100 million?
102?
Only 102. But a disastrous Category 5 hurricane strikes at the same time, leaving only a meteorologist and a female treasury agent to stop the thieves from getting away with the heist.
Wait, how is a meteorologist going to stop hackers from stealing $102?
I don't know. I saw that. I was like, what the fuck is the hurricane heist? I read this. I'm like,
took two genres and just smashed them together.
No, it's literally taking the heist films. Heist films meets disaster films, yo. This is just all bad. Oh, man.
I'm absolutely tired of seeing cool hackers, too. Like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah, just stop it.
I'm tired of it. Like, even in Mr. Robot, these people aren't cool. Okay. Oh, my God.
The week after Tomb Raider, we get Pacific Rim Rising. Hey, look, I'm going to watch it.
What the fuck is Midnight Sun? And is Patrick
nothing.
Schwarzenegger Arnold Schwarzenegger's son?
I don't know.
Because that's a hell of a last name coincidence if you're not related.
The film follows a 17-year-old Katie who's sheltered since childhood after with life-threatening sensitivity. Oh, it's like a love story. Nobody wants to see this. Nobody wants to see this shit.
What?
Nobody wants to see that bullshit.
It's
all right.
Bubble Boy.
Anyway,
It's a
right.
Bubble Boy.
It's a Bubble Boy film. And it's coming out the same week as Pacific Rim Rising, so it's going to get killed. All right. So
it's Bubble Boy.
Nobody's watching Bubble Boy. All right.
Yeah. John Boyega's going to kill it.
Yeah, John Boyega's going to kill it. And then the week after that is Ready Player One. So like I said, I mean, that's 4 weeks in a row of something coming out in March. I don't know why they stuff March up so much, but yeah. I'm ready to see what Ready Player One does. We'll see how that goes. Like, I think it'll probably do fine, but we'll see. Like, oddly enough, right now, my top number one video game movie, I would say maybe of all time now, oddly enough, Jumanji. The Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle film is actually pretty. It's going to be tough for anybody to top that, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I went into that film going, this is going to be horrible.
Jumanji isn't a video game.
No,
so.
The second one is. The second one is definitely a video game movie.
Turn a board game into a video, but it's not an actual video.
No. Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle is definitely, they turned it into, it is a video game movie.
No, I mean, how is it? It's not based on a video game, though.
But they basically get sucked into a video game in that movie, and it plays.
No, that's fine. I understand that. I'm just saying it's not an actual video game.
Okay, that's fine. It's still the best video game movie that anybody's ever done. So take it however you can
video game movie than Assassin's Creed.
Yes, you can play with the semantics of it all you want. They have to top that movie now.
I'm not playing with semantics, man. It's actual origin. It's not a video. Like, I'm not saying that it's not the best video game movie. I'm just saying that in actuality, it might be the best video game movie because it's not actually based on a fucking video game.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not even going to argue that. I'm just saying they got to beat that. They can beat that. We'll see if Ready Player One can do it. So
video games are just doomed.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doomed.
Well, if they're doomed, they're doomed because they don't treat them seriously. We need a revolution like happened with comic movies. Until that happens,
right?
And I was hoping it would be Ubisoft because they had their own studio, but they definitely don't fucking get it. So they didn't get it.
Ubisoft consistent even with their video games. It's hard strung. So
right. So yeah.
Didn't they do The Division? They don't get it. Yeah. They don't fucking get it.
Let's see.
Right. It's gonna take someone taking it seriously and actually putting money and time and effort into it and making a really good movie.
The first Black video game movie. That's what we need, and it'll happen. Like, just let us do it. We can do it.
I will say, Leticia Wright, who's playing Shuri, is going to be having a good February and March because she's also in Ready Player One.
Who?
Leticia Wright. She plays Shuri in Black Panther. She's also in Ready Player One, so she's gonna have a nice little February and March.
Yeah, and also, I was
in life right now.
I was gonna say Hannah John Kamen, who was in Black Mirror. She's in Ready Player One, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hannah, is that the girl from Bates Motel?
I think she's on
Olivia Cook. That might be Olivia Cook. Never mind.
So we get in April. The first week didn't see anything, and then I saw this movie Blockers. Did you see the? Did you see the poster for it? Some pictures. Like it's not going to be good. But I'm gonna read.
Yeah, cock blockers.
Right, it's basically cock blockers, but they didn't put the cock in front of it, so they put an actual a picture of a rooster above blockers. It's not gonna be. It's got Leslie Mann and John Cena in it. When three parents come upon their daughter's pact to lose their daughter's pact to lose their virginity at prom, they launch a covert one night operation to stop their teens from sealing the deal. This is going to be all kinds of bad.
I like that you just ignored Acrimony, which is the other Taraji P.
I was gonna say.
Oh, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know it. I didn't.
Perry's Acrimony.
What is? Oh no, Nick! Oh no! Yeah, we're. Oh no! I took one look.
It's not directed by him. No, it's not directed by him. It's actually directed by a woman.
Yeah, it is. I'm just looking at it. A faithful wife is tired of standing by her devious.
I'm reading that it's written and directed by Tyler Perry. Am I bugging?
I see. Yeah, I see a Rose Olivia Sharon.
Never mind.
Yeah, me too.
A faithful wife is tired of standing by her devious husband, who is enraged when it becomes clear she has been betrayed. Oh God, no!
You're right, though. On Wikipedia, it definitely says all Tyler Perry, but
all Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Written by, directed by, produced by.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I skipped over that shit. Fuck that. No.
Tyler Perry Studios. Why did she do this? This is my thing, Taraji. Why did you do this film?
So here's the thing about Taraji and Tyler Perry, which I'm with you, Brandon. Like where I'm like, yo, you don't need to do this. She did an interview a while back, and it really stuck with me in terms of like how the only reason why she was able to be competitive for payment wise was because Tyler put her in films and kept paying her above what she would typically get paid because she wasn't getting respected in terms of her craft. So he's a lot of the reasons why she's been able to be competitive in terms of like getting paid what the standard actor, actress of her caliber and like tenure should be getting paid because of Tyler Perry.
I get
I still think his movies are trash. I'm still not going to probably see this.
Man, it's not just his movies. Initially, the argument for Tyler Perry was that he made films for Black audiences that gave Black actors jobs. But if you look at his last couple of films for the last 3 years, that's absolutely not what he's been doing. He's been making films for mixed audiences and casting white people throughout his films. And the same underpaid actors that he's given a role to throughout his television shows, plays, or this one. It's not like he's like showcasing new talent, even to the degree of behind the scenes. Everything is written, produced, and directed by fucking Tyler Perry. It's not like he's going, oh, here's my like brand new writer. Here's this writer I discovered. Here's this director I discovered. Like, we're going to add a new twist to my name, which is already blown. I have a $300 million studio. I don't need this. I don't need this creative, like, acclamation. I don't need this shit. And he doesn't, but he still is like, my name needs to be on everything.
I 1,000% agree with you. I'm just like explaining on why she keeps like that relationship going. I think personally, like the amount of money that she's done, I think she's already like kind of paid her pittance or gave her thank you. She does not need to do at this level any more Tyler Perry movies. But that's just some background information on reasons why she does still have that relationship with Tyler and why she still does these films, which is beyond me, and I don't think she should do it.
All right. Let's see. So April has New Mutants, which if you watch the trailer,
wait, you skipped past The Quiet Place, that scary movie with John Krasinski and Emily Blunt.
Is it?
Okay, I fucks with Emily Blunt, so I might be in it.
Oh, yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah, so that might be
a house stuck in some farm. That's all I know.
Okay, yeah.
It's a horror film.
Yeah, I might see that. That might be all right. Yeah, Joyce out already.
Yeah,
out.
I don't do horror films.
Well, then you're probably going to be out on the New Mutants because apparently that's a horror film too. Even though
it is a horror film in terms of it looks horrible. So yes, I agree.
I don't know. I'm tired of them.
Though it's got Queen of the South in it. I believe that's her.
We talking about from Game of Thrones? You talking about Macy? Or not Macy?
No, from Queen of the South. The show Queen of the South.
Okay.
Yeah.
Macy.
Yeah, I New Mutants poster.
So here's the thing. The New Mutants poster actually looks like really fucking dope. Like it looks really dope. But the trailer in itself, I was like, I guess they're really essentially you're making a generic horror film.
Yes.
But with superheroes with no costumes. And that might be an audience for someone. And hey, respect to you if that's what you're interested in. I'm just saying I'm not interested in it.
This is the Logan audience, which I'm not in. Yeah.
Like, and I also have a beef with like two of the actors that they casted who were traditionally Afro Latinx is very whitewashed, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh no, that's definitely not here nor there. They what was it? The one who plays she
Dr. Reyes.
Dr. Reyes.
What's the other one? It's two of them.
For one that's playing Sunspot. For whoever playing Sunspot, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's bad. So I think this is going to be I predict it's going to get the same kind of praise Logan got, and everybody's going to be like, I can't believe you didn't like this film because it's not a comic book film.
This is how you do a comic book movie for everyone paying attention. It's going to be a lot of that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of that bullshit, and I'm going to tell you, go fuck yourself.
This is basically how you make shit we've already been making, but we're just giving it a comic book twist because we're using comic book characters. Like, fucking God.
But even in the trailer, and as somebody who hates horror, like I still, as someone who writes about films, like I still understand certain traditional horror beats, even though I fucking hate horror movies. But New Mutants, even in the trailer, I was like, this is a standard generic horror beat. Like nothing about this is inspiring me to do anything. If I wanted to see a horror film, I'd go see a horror film. But like you're just literally slapping on the New Mutants title and giving them like powers.
Well, that's what Fox realized they had to do. They realized that they can just repackage their generic other genre films, put the Marvel name in front of it, and say, "Oh yeah, Marvel's New Mutants," and then people will suddenly go, "Oh my God, this is the greatest film we ever seen." No, you look at any promotion for this film, you can't tell me if I didn't tell you it was New Mutants, you would think it was just another teen horror film that you weren't going to go see. That you weren't going to go see. Like if you didn't know it was New Mutants, you would not go to see this fucking film. Don't argue with me about it. I'm not going to argue this anymore.
Alice Braga, who I guess plays Dr. Reyes in this, that's the woman from Queen of the South.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got it. So, in April also gives us our standard bad movie from Dwayne Johnson, Rampage. Have you guys seen the trailer for this shit?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the trailer?
Somebody said that Rampage looks like extra scenes from Jumanji that they had extra on the cutting room floor.
Probably.
That and what was the other film that he did? San Andreas.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Is that like it's like it looks like a mixture of the two.
Yeah, it's like San Andreas meets like a cheap Godzilla film meets Mighty Joe Young. Like it's just all really fucking bad. It looks terrible. The CG looks terrible. Everything looks terrible.
You know what's the best part about that trailer? Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan is essentially just playing Negan. Like I was like, are you Negan right now still in this movie?
Why not? Why not?
I feel like Doug Goose is gonna make more money.
You might be right. Now The Rock crushes it. I don't know how.
Yeah, no, he'll make
absolutely gonna make a shitload of money off of this.
That's the thing. Like I know it, and Naomi Harris is in it too. Which okay, girl, but like because Naomi Harris deserves better. That's why I was just like, okay, girl. But Rampage in general, right? I know it's gonna make a lot of money, but sometimes I wanna pull Dwayne to the side and just be like, hey, you could take a break. Instead of
you can say no to a check or something.
You could have said no to this specific one.
Of the year by taking breaks.
Well, not only that, but here's the thing: he just throws. I hate to say, he throws a bunch of shit at the wall to see what sticks. Because that's what happened with Jumanji. Like Jumanji became a hit, and you couldn't tell me that anybody thought that Jumanji was going to be fucking good. Like it could make money. It could make money, but not that it would actually get good reviews. And then you finish the movie going, son of a bitch. I actually think I actually enjoyed this. This actually fucking worked. I can't fucking believe it. But
it's like a wrestler. It's like his wrestling days. He's just trying gimmicks after gimmicks to see what works.
See what works, yo. The Super Troopers 2, which okay, sure, okay, gotcha.
People were actually asking for this.
Yeah, apparently they were, and
they've been asking for it since the first one.
Yeah, so
I've never seen this before.
Don't worry about it.
The first one's funny.
I'm not a huge Super Troopers fan, honestly. I've seen it.
I don't think it ages well.
It's white boy humor.
It hasn't aged well.
Yeah, I don't do stone
white. It's white boy humor. We can continue that.
Yeah. It's definitely stone white boy humor with cops. So yeah, you can only. In this day and age, I'm like, Super Troopers 2 is probably not going to be the thing you want to see and deal with. Yeah. So I don't know. We got Truth or Dare 2 and Trap. I don't know what the fuck those are. So we're going to skip over those and we'll go right into.
I've read Truth or Dare is supposedly like a horror film. Doesn't look good.
Oh, so just like Wish Your Pun and all the other bullshit that comes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
Yes,
sure.
because that's what we do with adolescent sleepover games.
Honestly, that's if you could, I might do this. I might start switching up the promotion for Truth or Dare and you be able to see if anybody can tell the fucking difference. Because you're laughing because you know it's fucking true.
I know.
You know it's fucking true. All right, so May. Infinity. Like again, I'm just gonna say Infinity Wars because like nothing else fucking matters.
What nigga? Animal crackers? What are you talking
I'm
about?
about to say Solo Star Wars story doesn't come out.
So here's the thing.
Late
I'm actually falling into the Deepom camp of this might not actually be the one that works for them.
I agree with you on this, but I was just saying like, do you think like what do you think versus Infinity War do you think it's gonna make in terms of like first week? Like Infinity War
30.
Yeah, Solo's gonna make one. It's gonna make his money this first week. It's gonna make his money. I think it's gonna drop off after that. Because here's the thing: one, you got the whole thing with Ron Howard taking over and having to reshoot a lot of the stuff, and two, the fact that it's like I've realized something with Disney now. Their dump weekend is Memorial Day weekend. They did the same thing with Pirates. They dump films like this. They put their Avengers film in the beginning of May, and then they end the month with their because they know the film's gonna still make enough money, so they'll still own the entire month. But like we'll see, because again, every other Star Wars, as Deepom said, every other Star Wars film comes out in December. They're now putting this one in May, and there's nothing else coming out in this December really that they really go against it. So why didn't they? So yeah, I think that this film is the one that has the most problems, and so we'll see. Not to mention, I'm not really sold on the lead actor. When they
I was gonna say this lead actor is not inspiring me.
Yeah, Eldon
and
Enrich or whatever. Like I'm not sold on him actually being a solid enough actor. Like everybody else in the film sounds great.
Yep.
I'm not sold on him.
Look enough like him. Like you could have got another generic white guy that acts better. Like
right.
But I don't think they were going for generic. I think they're strictly going off his role in Hail Caesar with the Coen brothers. So at that point, like, and he is one of the funniest, most entertaining parts of Hail Caesar, which was critically acclaimed. So
yeah,
that's why this is happening.
Yeah. Back to the beginning of the month, Infinity War. Yeah, that's just gonna make a shit ton of money. They might.
The film has Emilia Clarke, Woody Harrelson, fucking Tandy Newton. I mean, the casting is
for the rest of the Solo film. Yeah,
Sandy Newton's role in the film because they have been really elusive with her.
Yeah. They haven't said anything. They haven't said anything about
it. And obviously, Donald Glover is going to be Lando. So that's really him and Sandy was the only reason why I was going to go.
Yeah. So
like I'm good, and Woody Harrelson is always like a seller for me.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Agreed.
So, but with Infinity War, this might be I think that they're gonna end up back in the $200 million range opening weekend. They haven't. It's eluded them for the last couple films that they try to hit it at. Not saying that. I mean, again, this is how good these Marvel films have been that we now get to the part of can they hit $200 million in a weekend? I think Infinity War. I think Infinity War is going to hit that weekend because
I'm curious how they're going to end that. How they're going to end the story in this one.
I think you end it with everybody with Thanos winning and everybody losing, because they haven't given the name of Infinity Wars yet, of Avengers 4 yet, because they think it's going to spoil Infinity War. So either Avengers 4 might be named Infinity Gauntlet or something. It's going to be named something that I think to show you that the Avengers lose in Infinity War.
But I mean, is it going to be called? Is it going to be called Avengers 4? Cry for Iron Man? Like, what is it?
I agree. I'm here strictly for the deaths. I need people to die.
Oh, someone's gonna die for sure.
Yeah.
But someone died in every Avengers movie. Someone's died.
Yeah. So
that is true too. I want one that is like, oh my god, this broke my heart. Like, ooh, I'm looking forward to the deaths. That's what I want.
Yeah. June is a heavy hitter month because I think, and again, this is another reason why I think Solo is kind of doomed. Because it's going to go up its second weekend. It's going to go up against Deadpool 2, and it's going to lose.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to.
We haven't gotten a trailer for that yet.
We haven't
Not
gotten a trailer
full
for it
trailer,
yet, but
no.
we got the teaser trailers.
He's been advertising on his own all year long.
Right. So
it was fun for everybody else's shit.
Yeah. So
Yo, I
Deadpool
hope,
2. Yeah.
low key, I hope they're paying Ryan Reynolds like a A&M cut.
Yeah.
Come up with him
Yeah.
really in the
Cut it
work.
because he was behind the first one. Like he was a huge push with the director behind it even being completed. So
Yeah, he's on staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Deadpool 2 is that's good money, and I think Solo's going to come up against that one and probably lose there because
Well, Solo's going to fade out because your Deadpool 2, your Ocean's 8, and then fucking Incredibles is going to shit on everybody.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. It's like that's another reason why. That's why I'm like I don't think Solo can do well because and that was before I saw what June's releases were, and I'm like, oh, it has no room to breathe. So Solo, Solo's just put there to kind of like die. So I've switched over to the Deep Home thing. I don't think Solo's gonna do well
Unless Solo is just really fucking good.
That'll change up everything in June then. Because
That's the only thing I could see saving and shit. Because honestly, I think Rogue One surprised people. I still think it surprised people at how good it was. If Solo is good, it actually surprises people and gets that word of mouth buzz. Like, oh, we were so mad at The Last Jedi, but we love Solo buzz.
Right.
That could give it some life. I still don't think it's going to be Deadpool 2 week 2.
I don't think.
And it could do good numbers, but I don't think it's going to be Ocean's 8. And I'm wondering if Ocean's 8 is going to be Deadpool 2.
No, Ocean 8's not going to be Deadpool 2. No.
I don't think so.
Deadpool 2?
No, it's
No,
not.
I don't think so.
No, it's not. If Deadpool 2 is as good as Deadpool 1, Ocean's 8 will do well. Don't get me wrong. Ocean's 8 will do well. Because, again, when I'm looking at June is, people are smart and they're not releasing anything else in those weeks. Ocean 8 will come in a strong number 2, but it's not going to be Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it might come in, depending on how Solo is, it might come in at 3. But I think Ocean 8 will do well for what it's going to do. So,
yeah. Trailer looks good. I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not sold. I want to be, but I'm not.
The only thing that I'm not sold on is Matt Damon's going to make. I don't know why they're having Matt Damon make the appearance and not.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Matt Damon's in the film and not George Clooney.
Why?
Right. I would think Clooney's character would be in there because whatever. Yeah. So.
Yo, this year, 2017 was a lot of Matt Damon focused things / cameos, and outside of Thor, I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
He had a terrible box office year.
He did. He was.
But he kept popping up, and that's my issue.
He's being a terrible fucking person. Like, and he downsizing is bad. It's only bad because of him. Like, it's everything else in that film is fine. Like, Hung Chau is amazing in that movie, but they were so hell bent on pushing the film on Matt Damon's goddamn name that they didn't give that woman the shine she deserved to help them sell that movie. So I'm fucking done with Hollywood and their obsession with Matt Damon.
I agree. Him and Ben got to go back to Boston and lick their wounds and don't come back out. I don't.
Like, name your last 5 great Matt Damon movies.
Great Wall of China was phenomenal.
You need to get out of here.
I'm obviously joking.
I don't believe you. You've been inside for a couple of weeks.
So everything loses to Incredibles 2. Which also then adds to Disney's box office total. Because here's the thing, even if Solo doesn't do well, let's say Solo only does let's say Solo only makes $500 million. That's still $500 million. Let's say Infinity War is going to hit at least one and a half. That's $2 billion right there.
I'm laughing at how $500 million isn't doing well.
Right. Incredibles 2 might be another one of those $1 billion animated movies that comes out.
Incredibles 2 going to make so much fucking money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How much money did Finding Dory make? First and second week?
Over $1 billion, I believe. I think Finding Dory did.
Over the first 2 just the 2 opening weeks. Like, if I could find that. How much money did it make opening week and how much
let me
follow?
look.
Because Incredibles is going to do better than that probably. Like, that was a film that people wanted.
I think these are domestic numbers. The first weekend it made $135 million. And then the second weekend it made $72 million.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Incredibles will do better.
Yes. So
Incredibles will do better. And the following week after, its second week, is Jurassic World. I honestly would not take the bet of who is going to win this week.
Yeah.
But if I had to, I might go with Incredibles too.
I'd bet against that. I'd go with Jurassic World. Just because I unfortunately too many people have been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see this film. And I'm like, they're not good though.
Yeah.
Like I bet I'm gonna bet on people going to see this stupid Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer because I saw that trailer and I was like, this just seems stupid.
That's because you listen to the plot.
You're right. You're right.
You listen to the if you had and I watched it the first time with the sound off, and as a trailer, just as a trailer, it's gonna sell. It's sold. But when you cut the sound back on and you actually listen, then you're like, what the fuck?
See, this is that you know what that is? That's Transformers the Last Night. Not the Last Night, the Transformers, whatever that Transformers film that showed Optimus Prime riding on Grimlock. People were like, oh, well, no, and then they went to go see the film and they're like, oh, this was terrible. It's like, no shit. Of course, it was always going to be fucking terrible. You should have known it was going to be terrible from the trailer. So, yeah, no, I am not excited about Jurassic World, but I think it's going to do money. Here's a film that I'm actually looking for in June. I saw that Sicario 2 trailer. Nigga, I know I'm not supposed to be in.
I haven't seen it, but it's Sicario. I don't need to watch the trailer.
I'm in. Yep. I saw that shit and was like, oh, yes. Yeah, I'm all down for Sicario 2, man. My man Benicio del Toro hits, like, when he was shooting that one dude in the trailer, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need this film. So I'm all down for Sicario 2. Also, there's an Uncle Drew film that actually, I don't know how they're going to release this. Yeah, like Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew.
Yeah.
I actually kind of might want to see that shit at some point.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it, but we'll see. July has Bring Back the Purge. It's a Purge prequel. The Purge Island. Here's the thing. I want to say the last two Purge films have actually been kind of enjoyable and fun.
I feel like the second one was their best. Election of Purge.
Yeah, the second one was definitely the best.
I think the third one was okay. It was
right. Yeah. I watched The Purge election year all the time, even though it had that stupid crip whistle scene in it. I
forgot about that shit.
I still enjoy it.
Yeah. So I don't know how they do this. It's supposed to be a prequel, so we'll see about The Purge the Island.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the events that led up to whatever the Purge that we have now.
Yeah.
It'll just be the history of America?
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
Then we have Ant-Man and the Wasp, which
Yep. I'm excited.
I think you know. Remember, it goes, oh, well, they did an Ant-Man film. Like, this is gonna make money again. This is Marvel's first film, and I know it's too long. That has a female character in the title, and she's supposed to get equal. I'm assuming equal time in this film, so that'll be a good one for them to see how that works out.
If you've seen Evangeline Lilly on Instagram or any social media, she fucking loves being the Wasp, man. Like she does. And I love that she's like, she does something called Wasp workouts where like she like as she's been training for the Wasp, like getting prepared, like she'll show like the stuff that she's doing. Like she really loves being a superhero. And it makes me love seeing her as a superhero. So like I want to really see it.
What I like about the last movie and what it sounds like this movie's about is just Ant-Man going on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
Like it exists in this Marvel world, but it's really just about a mission that he's on, and that's it. It's all sort of contained in that. I think that's dope.
Yeah,
it's also gonna be interesting to see post Civil War because like
Infinity War.
Based on how it ends, like they get broken out of the raft. So now you're like trying to figure out like he goes back to his regular life. He's really not a part of this crew. The only person he really is close with is Anthony Mackie's character, the Falcon, and not even really. So like he's so really detached from the Team Cap side in terms of like not developing a relationship. So it'd be cool to see him just kind of like go back to his life, a la Spider-Man and Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, definitely. So
he doesn't die.
We saw We saw the trailer for Alita: Battle Angel. I know everybody's talking about the way the eyes look. I thought it was done on purpose.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
I thought it was done to I thought it was done to make it look weird. I think it's like people are like it looks weird. I'm like it's supposed to look weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know enough about the anime, so I don't have a real opinion.
You skipped over Skyscraper, another Rock movie.
You really did skip over a Rock film.
Oh my god, are we serious?
It takes place in China, so it's going to make a lot of money.
Oh my god!
You can't skip over Dwayne Johnson's The Wall.
Oh my god!
He
gets framed for arson and has to clear.
Oh my god! Dwayne Johnson will play the former FBI hostage rescue team leader and U.S. war veteran Will Ford, who now assesses security for skyscrapers. On assignment in China, he finds the tallest, safest building in the world suddenly ablaze, and he's been praying for it. A wanted man on the run. Will must find those responsible, clear his name, and somehow rescue his family, who is trapped inside the building. What the fuck?
Yo,
It's like
shout
an
out to the
80s
Rob's
movie.
team, man, because he definitely gets big checks for these.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Bitch, why didn't cast anybody else in these damn movies with him? They can't afford to.
God damn it, man. Oh, god damn it.
This also has porn stash in it.
Wow, porn stash getting paid.
He get paid, man.
American Gods, man.
American Gods, he is in there too.
So yeah, the Teen Titans Go movie. Teen Titans Go to the movies. Yeah, that one. And then Tom Cruise Run is back with Mission Impossible 6.
I mean, Mission Impossible 5 ended up making $682 million. So
what? I have no idea what this is about, though.
I don't know.
It's just an impossible mission.
On a possible mission. I'm here for two reasons. One, Angela Bassett's supposed to be in this movie. Two, I want to see Henry Cavill's mustache. Like, what was the point? Like, I need to see if it was worth it.
How good would the mustache to ruin Justice League? Like, I need to.
Yeah, like, was it worth it, man? Like, was it still worth it?
I need to see this $300 million mustache, yo. I need to see what the thing was.
I'm seeing this through. If anything, this is my personal Justice League sequel. I need to see this to follow the story through.
If I'm honest, man, this Mission Impossible franchise is one of my favorites.
No, it is.
I really enjoyed them.
So here's my
it's actually solid, and fucking Vin has not died yet.
Yeah,
it's 6 movies.
I know.
Vin Reigns has been able to live and do Arby's ads. Right. Like, I'm completely impressed with this black man.
So Ghost
show up and tap on his laptop and say funny stuff to Tom Cruise for I can do that.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
You can put any of us in that role.
So Ghost Protocol was on last night, and I was watching it, and here's the question I had with this. I also know this happened the last Tom Cruise, I think with the Mummy. Tom Cruise is going to be losing this when it comes to his run. Because like you can judge how good a Tom Cruise movie is based on his run. And when you watch him run in Ghost Protocol, that was top-notch running. Like, that running was...
That's one of my favorite Tom Cruise runs.
Yo, dude, listen. There's no Tom Cruise run better than him outrunning a fucking sandstorm. Like, they got the high knees going. His back, he's just got great form. I need to see him running.
Suit and everything, getting it in.
I need to see him running in the trailer. If he runs in the trailer, I can judge how good the movie is based off a Tom Cruise run. That's just a fact.
There's like a YouTube clip of all these Tom Cruise runs, and it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's a point to judge this one off of a Tom Cruise run. No, it's the 6th installment in a beyond wealthy and successful franchise.
Oh no, they are. But like Ghost Protocol, I think was there. Then there was what was 5 episodes? Because Ghost Protocol wasn't 5, was it? That was 4.
No, then it was Rogue One,
Rogue State or something, something like that. So Ghost Protocol was better. His run was better in Ghost Protocol than that one there. So you can definitely judge a Tom Cruise movie off of his run. I can tell how good it's going to be based on his run. I
judge Tom Cruise films off how in shape or old man looking his chest is. Because like longest top portion chest on a short white man I've ever seen. He always looks like he's leaning back in a chair, even when he's standing up.
Yeah, he's got that 1930s buff look to him.
He looks like he carries boulders back and forth. Like, I don't know what his workout plan is.
So August we get The Predator, which I'm really looking forward to because that is Shane Black, right? Shane Black has got a great cast, and I actually like Predators when Robert Rodriguez did it in 2010. So looking forward to this. I want to see a trailer. I want to see something for this film. I think it could be good. I probably won't do big numbers. I'm not sure if people are really that into Predator as much as Aliens, but they should be because I think the Predator franchise right now is doing better than the Alien franchise.
I think it'll do like a smooth 30-40 million.
Yeah, I hope so.
It'll be fine.
Well, the other thing too, it comes out against the Equalizer 2, which also did really well. The Equalizer 1 did really well when it came out.
Right.
So
I was watching on FX the other day. I mean, Bald Denzel is a solid action hero.
Yeah. The following week is then Barbie, which is weird. Cause I thought at one point they were looking at Amy Schumer for Barbie, but they didn't. They went with
I remember that.
They went with Anne Hathaway, but it still says in talk. So I'm not even sure this film's coming out. I haven't heard anything about. It's not going to be good.
Just don't do it at all.
Yeah, I don't think they should do it at all either. It just doesn't seem like.
Wait, did you skip over the Equalizer 2?
No, we mentioned it.
No.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry.
No, I think Equalizer 2 will probably win the weekend over the Predator, but because I think we're all looking forward to that because the Equalizer actually did better than John Wick.
It did.
I believe so. Yeah. So, yeah. August 10th, the weekend of August 10th, gives us the Scarface remake with Diego Luna.
I like Diego. I don't know why.
I like him too. I'm not sure if they can do this.
Exactly how I feel. I like Diego Luna. I don't want to see this.
I don't.
I'd rather go see. This movie went through way too many hands. It seems like it's going to be a mess.
Yeah. Well, then it's also going up against The Meg.
That's what I'd rather go see The Meg.
Oh, I'm excited for The Meg.
Yeah, I shouldn't be, but Jason Statham versus a giant extinct shark. I don't know, man. I kind of think I'm in. Like, this sounds ridiculous.
I'm reading the premise. I'm like, this sounds dumb, but I can see the excitement.
Every shark movie is dumb.
Rainn Wilson.
Yeah. Like Fino said, every shark movie is dumb because it's get the fuck out of the water.
Just don't go near the fucking water. Right. If we all just moved a little bit closer to Middle America, we're fine. Like, we won't have any more shark deaths.
Right. So in case anybody doesn't know what the Meg, let me read this fucking synopsis real here.
What they call big ass sharks.
Right. in the film, a deep sea submersible, part of an international undersea observation program, which is already just full of nope right there, all right, has been attacked by a massive creature previously thought extinct and now lies disabled at the bottom of the deepest trench in the Pacific with its crew trapped inside. With time running out, an expert deep sea rescue diver, Jonas Taylor, played by, of course, Jason Statham, is recruited by a visionary Chinese oceanographer against the wishes of his daughter to save the crew and the ocean itself from this unstoppable threat, a prehistoric 75-foot-long shark known as the Megalodon. What no one could have imagined is that years before, Taylor had encountered the same terrifying creature. Now, teamed with Su Yin, he must confront his fears and risk his own life to save everyone trapped below, bringing him face to face once more with the greatest and largest predator of all time. It sounds like they put way too much fucking work into this. It's Jason Statham versus a fucking shark. That's what this is. Pretty much. It's Jason Statham versus a shark.
Like, what if we put Jason Statham in a Jaws movie? That was how they pitched
it. This is a sci-fi original movie like Sharknado. That's what this is, and they made it into whatever. There's I heard about this Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm excited for this.
Constance Wu is my hero. So
I love Constance Wu, man.
So I heard
the cast is really. They got Michelle Yeoh and like they got a really good cast.
Yeah, it's got a really good cast and looks really good in there. What's Cadaver?
That's an interesting movie week because you have this Crazy Rich Asians film, right? And I'm reading the descriptions of all these movies. You have the Happy Time Murders, which is Melissa McCarthy and Maya Rudolph, and sounds like a female version of Death to Smoochie.
Yeah, but isn't it like a puppet or something like that? Like a string puppet?
Yeah, it's about murder surrounding the cast of a children's show.
Yeah.
Going for a rated R rating. You have a movie called White Boy Rick, which is going to be, seems carried by Matthew McConaughey. About a crack.
White Boy Rick.
White Boy Rick. Yeah, it's about crack in the 80s and white boy named Rick, I guess.
Oh, we focus on white people during the crack epidemic of the 80s, huh?
Sure. Yeah, in Detroit of all places at that.
I peeped that it said Detroit, and he's like a struggling farmer or some shit, like trying to blue collar factory worker trying to keep his family together as the automotive industry collapses around him in Detroit.
And then you got the big screen version of Prison Break with 3 Seconds, where a man who was forced undercover in prison as part of an FBI operation, and that's got Common and Rosamund Pike and Cloud.
Did you say Common?
Common? Say no more. I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah, well, I'm already out.
And then you have this Captive State, which is a sci-fi thriller set in a Chicago neighborhood nearly a decade after it's been occupied by extraterrestrial forces. Sounds like the sequel to Cloverfield Lane, because it stars John Goodman and Vera Farmiga. Again, we're dealing with Norman Bates' mother. And honestly, just from the description, I'm kind of interested in this one. But I'm not fucking sure how any of these are going to go.
So apparently YG is in White Boy Rick. Just wanted to put that out there.
YG the rapper?
YG the rapper.
But he's not even from the mid. Oh my God.
Jesus. He's so LA.
The following week, you got another sci-fi drama with James Franco in it. You got the movie with Kin, chased by a vengeful criminal, the feds and a gang of otherworldly soldiers. A recently released ex-con and his adopted younger brother are forced to go on a run with a weapon of mysterious origin as their only protection. I have no
And it's
idea.
got Zoe Kravitz, so I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
Within 2 months, we have a Barbie film and a Ken film?
No,
Ma'am.
Ma'am, stop.
Ma'am.
Sit down.
Ma'am.
Sit down. You're on time.
And Chris was really about to try.
I was really about to. I was like, wait, what are we? I was like, God damn it! It took me a second
to just ignore me. I don't know why you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really
Yeah,
clarify that
yeah. I
there
was
are
really about to
different-
clarify. I'm like, wait a minute, she's fucking with me again. God damn it. September seems like again, we're getting to the later months, so there's like some of these films that don't have release dates and they haven't just mentioned them yet, so that's why these September seems so light right now. There's some untitled new line horror film, Darkest Minds.
But who is this? Who is Amanda Stenberg?
For which one?
Oh, you don't know Amanda Stenberg? She was in Everything.
That is Rue. Okay, so I thought they
Yeah.
spelled her name wrong. So her name is Amandla and not Amanda.
Yeah. It's Amandla.
It's Amandla. Okay, so that is. So now I'm interested.
What film?
Because she supposedly she escapes and she has powers from some facility. I fucks with this.
Wait, what film? What are we talking about?
We're talking
The
about
Darkest Minds.
untitled new
Minds.
film.
Oh, it actually had some. I didn't even click on it. I didn't know they had a
Description.
I didn't know they had a description.
16-year-old with telekinetic powers escapes camp, enjoys a group of teens on the run from the government.
Oh, so maybe it'll be slight but better.
Yeah, no, well, maybe it'll just be slight, but actual slight.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I'm down with that. Oh God,
Sounds like a Burning
Which reminds me, I really need to do my worst.
no, I already put my loser of the year, and Slight was one of them because fuck that movie.
Bruh.
Wait. What's on your list for loser of the year?
Oh, so wait, real quick. So I'm in the middle of writing this list. So let me. We're taking a little break right here. Going to my losers of the year list. So we had Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Even though it actually did make almost $800 million,
God bless you for even sitting through that.
I did. No. Whoa. Some of these films I did not sit through. I just know that
That's
they were
not. You can't make a list of films you didn't actually sit.
No,
through.
you can. You can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you can. No, you can't. You can. Whoa. I didn't say. I'm not talking about best film. These are losers in terms of like box office and like their influence. Like that's not the same as me saying
not like
worse.
films you did not like.
Yeah. No. These are not films I did not like.
Easily, Valerian and Dark Tower could have been on my worst films of 2017 list, but I ain't sit through them shits.
Oh no,
So
no. Same thing with you. When I do my worst list films I did not see are not going to be on them. I'll put that caveat there. Like I didn't list some of these films because I wasn't stupid enough to go watch them.
And some of them are just low hanging fruit.
Yeah. So Valerian though is on the list of our losers because again it bombed really bad, horribly bad.
Bombed.
Obviously Justice League, Slight because fuck that movie. I hate to put this on there, but War for the Planet of the Apes kind of did because it made $200 million less than the last film it came out to make, and everybody just kind of forgot about it.
I think everybody had fatigue. I think everybody had Planet of the Apes fatigue.
Yeah, it sucks. It's one of the. It hurts to be put on that list because it's one of the best films of 2017. Blade Runner 2049 because
it was. I slept through the first third of the film, and that was my mistake because I went to the AMC.
So here's the thing: it's not.
I went to the theaters.
Oh no! So I wouldn't. See, here's the thing: it's not a bad film. I actually think it's a good film. It's not a good film for the majority of people to go sit through because one is 30. It's right. I would never. If you would ask me, I would told you don't go see the film because it's like first of all, if you didn't like the first Blade Runner film, which most of us did not, you're not going to want to watch this film. Second, you're already making a film 30 years too late for a film that had a small cult following that has not kept up with it. Like. Star Wars has a cult following, but it's also been in part of our pop culture for every year since it came out. Nobody's thinking about fucking Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Nobody's thinking about Blade Runner. And they put a film out, and they spent all this fucking money on it, and it fucking bombed.
Wait, can I just say something else about Blade Runner? One, if you live in New York, do not go to the AMC theater on 84th Street. It's an amazing theater, but don't go see a 2-hour and 45-minute film for it because them seats recline like beds. And after that, it was good night for me.
Oh, yeah,
I went to bed.
knocked out.
I took the best nap of my life at a theater. The first third, I was like, nope. How they treat the women in the films is a no. It's just not a good movie for me. No,
I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even going to do this because it's not.
Let's not do this.
I'm not going to do that. I don't even feel like arguing about Blade Runner because no, fuck it. Let's see. So also like September's again kind of light. They had the Robin Hood film that actually has Jamie Foxx in it. and the kid.
That's right.
So Jamie Foxx is little fucking John. He's little fucking John in this film.
How many times can Robin Hood? Seriously,
the dude who plays the lead in the Kingman movie is Robin Hood. Like, why are we doing this again? Taron Egerton. Yeah. Why are we doing this again, guys? It's not going to work out. This is not going to go the way you think.
Or does it take place back?
No, it's the story will center on Robin Hood being a war-hardened crusader joining with a Moorish commander in an audacious revolt against a corrupt English crown. They have tried to do a Robin Hood film every few years. Oh, it's going to be released in IMAX too. Oh.
Why? So here's the thing. The stepbrother of Robin Hood is played by the lead of the 50 Shades franchise.
Yep.
So take that information however you want to see fit.
Ben Middleton. The best thing I've seen about this film so far is Ben Middleton as being the sheriff of Nottingham.
Because Ben Middleton will take these roles because he likes playing shit like that.
Right.
Fucking
right. That is the only upside about this film. That's the only upside about this film.
Man, you're so much better than this, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else. Anything else that stands out to people in September?
There's a black called
Smallfoot
Night School
or Night.
Oh, Night School. Yeah, it's like Kevin Hart,
Tiffany Haddish.
Oh well, that's gonna make money. Okay, that's all you.
Yvonne Orji from Insecure.
Oh, nice. Rob Riggle's in it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's
it's like an ensemble comedy cast.
Oh well, that's gonna make money.
Ben Schwartz, he's funny. Taron Killam, he's funny. Okay.
I think it circles. It surfaces around Kevin Hart being a high school teacher.
Well, yeah.
And then we have a serious in and out film, outing film with what is this? Boy Erased with Joel Egerton, Russell Crowe, Nicole Kidman. It is a film tell the story of the son of a Baptist pastor in a small town America who is outed to his parents at 19.
Yep. Yeah, that's coming out.
Okay. October. So, does anybody think is this Venom film gonna come out? They're still shooting. They're still shooting it. They're still shooting this film. Like,
yeah, I saw Tom Hardy fighting. I was like, all right, we're doing
it's supposed to come out.
Tom Hardy, man.
No, seriously, have y'all really seen? I have seen nothing about this film
because they're still making it.
All kind of footage.
They're still making it. They're still shooting it. That's why it's not like even with Dark Phoenix. I think they've at least wrapped shooting. And they're now doing like editing and things like that, but they're getting promotion now. There's nothing on Venom right now because they're still shooting the goddamn film. There's no way this is going to be good.
Yeah, I don't think.
Just push this shit to 2019, man.
No, do not push it. Do not do this film. I just don't. I do not see. I have no. And I might be in the minority here. I have no interest in seeing a Spider-Man rogue gallery film with no Spider-Man.
No, you're not alone on that. Well, especially when you have somebody like Venom, who only exists because of Spider-Man. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, this is just the dumbest idea in the world. Like, this is Sony trying to find a way to survive without having Spider-Man, without having the MCU, and they're going to find out very quickly that it's not going to work. I mean, then again, I don't know. There's not a lot else coming out, so I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it will. Maybe it will.
And they do have Tom Hardy and what's her name? Michelle Williams. Is she in that film too?
Yeah, she's in it.
I mean, they're good actors, so like we might be surprised on a number standpoint.
I don't trust Jenny Slate's in it.
Yeah, I don't trust Sony. I don't trust
Riz Ahmed is in it.
They've got a good cast. See, the casting is what's gonna get me.
Yeah,
and I know they're paying them. Sony's paying them to sell this movie via names, but that's why I'm just kind of like, man, just push this shit till next year. Just push it till January 2019, dog.
That's what they should do.
2019.
They need to push it. Like,
what is Riz Ahmed playing in this film?
They don't know. They haven't said.
Doctor. He plays Dr. Carlton Drake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just push it.
They should push it at the very least because there's no way. I mean, like they're literally still shooting this film. There's no way this comes out. Yeah, one thing that I didn't see on this list, but I do know come out also I believe coming out this year, Hellboy. Hellboy comes out.
Hellboy.
I don't know when it comes out, but a Hellboy should be coming out. I believe they've wrapped that one already too. So
I'm actually interested in this film because of who's playing Hellboy.
No, I am too.
Hellboy, Stranger Things. So that's the only reason Like I don't like any of the other. Despite the fact that I like Ron Perlman, I don't like any of the.
Oh, really?
Previous
You don't?
No.
Oh, well, I think you're in the minority there because I thought those
I might be, but
yeah.
I'm not a fan of them.
Yes.
Speaking of hell, I'm very interested in watching Hellfest.
Bruh, I read the description. I'm all in, and it's Bill and her, so I'm completely in on this.
A Halloween night of fun Halloween night of fun turns deadly at American Premier theme park when an actual costume killer begins slaying unsuspecting patrons who believe it's all part of the show. I'm in.
Yep.
I'm in.
Who's coming with me to see Mowgli the following week?
Oh God! Like that's good. That is what the WB. Because remember there was when Disney did their Jungle Book film, there was also talk about how WB had their own competing Jungle Book film coming out, and they were pushing it back to it's not coming out last year, but pushing it back to 2018. And that film is Mowgli. And you take one look at the cast, and you can realize this film. I mean, and again, I like these actors, and I like their but like. This is why they pushed it back because
it's White Jungle Book.
Yes,
so I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, there's not enough black and brown people in the cast.
It's not. It's White Jungle Book, and that's because it doesn't have old boy from Iron Man 3 in the director's chair.
Jon Favreau.
Yeah, Jon Favreau is not behind this one.
Well, this is Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis is directing it. Yeah,
I like Andy Serkis, but dude, this is White Jungle Book. This is not going to end well.
Nope, not going to end well.
Andy Serkis also has a very good relationship with Disney. Sir, you don't have to like.
Well, that might be why he might be tanking the film for them. Like, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tank this film for you guys because
he's the inside man. He just shows up and buys the film.
Right.
You pay Andy Serkis enough, he'll be just fine. Ain't like he get the
Literally,
credit.
the only brown voice actor here is Rita Pinto.
Well, I'm assuming. I'm hoping whoever Mowgli is going to be. I'm hoping whoever Mowgli is going to be also a brown child, but we'll see.
Who is Mowgli?
We don't have.
Is Mowgli?
I don't know.
Does anybody look this up? Because I need to, it's Rahan Chan. Does anybody know who that is?
No.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the kid that played Mowgli in Jungle Book was not a no. I don't want to say a nobody.
He's brown.
He wasn't.
That
was his first
movie.
So
I know who this kid is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's that kid from Bad Words. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
okay. I'm good with this. I'm good with him as Mowgli. Too bad I still don't care about this movie.
Yeah. They also have the Halloween film coming out that week as well.
I'm down for that.
Where they're bringing Jamie Lee Curtis back.
The Dragon Tattoo is back with the girl in the spider's web, but it's not. What's the name's sister playing the girl playing Elizabeth?
Rooney Mara.
Yes, it's not Rooney Mara or
Claire Foy.
Oh no, it's Rooney Mara. I always get there. Kate Mara, Rooney Mara. It's not Rooney Mara playing Elizabeth anymore. It's Lisa Foy.
From the she's from that show The Crown.
Claire Foy? My bad. Claire Foy.
Is it just me or this seems like the sequel is like mad late? Or am I going crazy?
It's very
it's very late.
Very late. It's because the film didn't do as well as they had hoped it would.
Hmm.
And with the amount of money that they invested into the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo franchise. And it was always supposed to be 3 films. Same as the is it Dutch?
Swedish, right?
The version with Noomi Rapace was Dutch, right? I think it was. So they ended up losing money. I'm not sure why they're doing this so late now.
Yeah. So I mean, that's 3 films right there. Halloween. I don't know. The Halloween. They're bringing back Jamie Lee Curtis, so we'll see with that. And then these other 2 films.
It's Blumhouse behind it though. Blumhouse and somebody else.
That Halloween film actually might be good then.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, November. Disney decides to really step on Fox's neck because Dark Phoenix comes out that week, the same way the Nutcracker and the Four Realms does, and I believe X-Men is going to get stomped.
See, I don't
either, actually.
X-Men fans
people dumb enough to go see it.
Yes,
yeah.
X-Men fans love X-Men films.
There's not enough X-Men films that you think there are, though, because here's the thing: the X-Men films, only one has ever grossed $100 million over a 3-day weekend. None of them have. Normally, what they do to fool people is they release it over Memorial Day weekend to get that 4th day in there. After Apocalypse failed as much as they did, and this Nutcracker film looks really, really fucking good, I'll take the money on the Nutcracker over Dark Phoenix, guys.
I can't say that's a wrong bet. I just hate the dedication of X-Men fans because
that's freaking ridiculous
out here, dog, and they really want this. Like, remember the girl who sat in front of us?
Oh,
Remember
God,
when
she was getting her life.
Dark Phoenix and how excited she was about that trash? So, yeah.
I'm always fascinated at how they actually get really good actors to do the X-Men films. So Jessica
Man, their cast is always really good.
It's always really good.
$100 million on the Apocalypse movie. They have more than enough money for casting.
They got Oscar Isaac in that movie, and he's a great actor too. Here's my thing. By the way, since we're talking about X-Men Dark Phoenix, really, really quickly, can we just like pour one out for Alexandra Shipp, who did not think she's not going to get recasted?
She's wildin', dog.
She fought hard too. I was like, you don't want to tap out.
You're not joining the MCU. They're not gonna do this.
I was like, oh no. She really was like, y'all acting like we gonna get recast. And I was like,
yes.
You're right. You're not only you are gonna get recasted.
Everybody's gonna get recast. You guys are all gone. Sorry, all gone. Gone.
Like people keep forgetting, and they don't have a full deal with Sony. Like they haven't fully acquired Spider-Man. But as soon as they announced that Spider-Man Homecoming, they kicked the curb to Andrew Garfield with a swiftness.
Yeah.
No issues.
Yeah.
People forget that. I'm like, yo, they did it with Andrew Garfield. He just found out one day he was unemployed from the Spider-Man franchise. He got a brand new kid.
So, he'll be all right. Alexandra, I don't know about you, man.
Yeah.
She'll be fine. She'll find something else.
Fine.
I mean, that Aaliyah movie is a black eye, but she'll recover.
Yeah.
Sir.
Have you guys seen the trailer for the Nutcracker though?
I've seen it. I saw it. It didn't
it's gonna make money.
Inspire me. It's gonna make money. I do think it's gonna make money. It just was okay with me. It's not like I disliked it or anything like that, but I was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Here's the thing. It's just like Beauty and the Beast when you realize that Beauty and the Beast until Last Jedi was the highest grossing movie of 2017.
Which still is dumbfounding.
It made $500. It made over $500 million. It made over $500 million domestically.
Man, it's Beauty and the fucking Beast. People just went to see it because Beauty and the Beast.
Well, and that's what's going to happen with this. So I think Dark Phoenix is going to get swamped that weekend.
And it might just be me. The remakes that we've had so far, those are not the Disney films that I'm interested in per se. Now, when Lion King comes out and Mulan comes out, you bet your ass I'm going to be in the theater. But Beauty and the Beast, I was just like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, but it goes to show you how strong that Disney brand is. That even you can be like, that's not my favorite property, and then they come out and they do it, and you're like, oh, damn, they actually still made $1 billion off of it.
Is it bad that the two films I'm most excited about in November are Wreck-It Ralph 2 and The Grinch Stole Christmas?
No, I'm the same.
No,
we're the same boat.
I don't want to see Creed 2 because Ryan Coogler isn't doing it.
Yeah,
but listen. I'm down for Creed 2, though.
I'm also down for Creed 2.
I'm not out. I'm just not excited because Coogler's not behind it again. But
the guy doing it, he directed The Land, which I like that movie. So
I would also say,
about that film that Nas did or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I've never seen it, and I'm not at all excited about Fantastic Beasts 2.
No, I mean they killed themselves with their response to the Johnny Depp thing. It's like, ooh,
I think
guys,
they're gonna see it hurt them come November.
Yeah, that was a mistake. You got to figure out a smarter way to handle that, and they did not. And with this, because isn't he playing Grindelwald? So I think that film is going to star him a lot in it, which is probably why they didn't want to replace him. It's like if they just come out and said, "Listen, we understand the concerns. The majority of the film is already shot. We can't change the film. It's just I'm sorry, we can't do it." I would have understood that. They should never have changed from Colin Farrell to him anyway in the story for the last film. And I'll be honest, the first Fantastic Beasts film wasn't that great to begin with.
I thought it was okay.
It was okay.
I'm not a super Harry Potter fan to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
My only one I really like is the last one because that's finally where you really get to see some dark ass magic, like witchery fighting. So I'm cool with that. Right. But Fantastic Beasts, this just did not once I see it, I was like, okay, I saw it. It was cool, but I don't need to ever see it again.
Yeah, it did.
I'll be honest, I'm not a Johnny Depp type of lady. He's never he's just never been my cup of tea.
What reason would you have in the last 10 years to be one though?
Exactly. Thank you. That is my point. Thank you for making it.
I mean, if we're gonna be honest, his only big thing over the last decade or so, maybe 15 years, has been him playing a rotten mouth, rum drinking pirate. That was it.
But it's
and then
character in every film.
Yeah.
Right. And
the Pirates of the Caribbean films are not like, it's not like they've gotten better with every film.
No.
So, like, it gets harder and harder to watch.
They've never been.
I don't think they're
Yeah, they haven't been. But the first three, made bank. And they did. And even The Stranger Tide did. And then people realized that it's gotten old. And that's why the second one, and they're gonna keep trying to go down this road. Like Disney even themselves, like what's gonna be hard for WB with this Fantastic Beasts movie is they're gonna run into a bigger problem than Disney did. Like Disney didn't give a shit with the last Pirates movie, but they were trying to promote a Pirates film without Johnny Depp, which was damn near impossible because he is the face of that franchise. What is WB gonna do with Fantastic Beasts 2 when you get not only because at least with the Pirates movie, the stuff with Amber Heard I think came out like maybe like 3 or 4 months before the promotion for the film started. So you could kind of excuse Disney for being like, okay, you didn't know, okay, we get it, and stuff like that. What is WB's excuse going to be? Because you clearly fucking known, and now you've actually come out and doubled down on it to the point that Amber Heard herself had to come out and basically check J.K. Rowling and everybody else. Like, this is not going to go well at all. And again, I don't think the first one was good enough to warrant all this anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one I'm not going to say it flops because, again, it's Harry Potter, and I'm never going to bet against Harry Potter flopping. But I don't think it's going to do the numbers that they think they're going to need to do. Like, so.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think you're right, too. I'm personally not a Potterhead, so Fantastic Beasts was never of interest to me in the first place.
Right.
But the way that they, like, actively was like, we are going to defend Johnny Depp, I was like, all right, girl, well, good luck. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
I don't got to save you. You're on your own.
Right. December, we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which, what else we got?
3 films in November that I might see, and 2 of them you might actually get screeners for around critic season. Widows is a heist film with, it looks like Viola Davis.
Oh, yes, and Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Daniel
that was good.
Get Out. So,
okay. After 4
Andre Holland from Moonlight is also in there too.
Steve McQueen directing and writing it. After 4 armed robbers are killed during a heist, their widows use a cache of books detailing the men's past robberies to pull off a raid themselves.
Yep. And Marwan Cole is actually based on the true story of a dude who got beat into a coma and woke up with memory loss. And that stars Stephen Carell, Leslie Mann, Janelle Monáe, Isa Gonzalez, Gwendolyn.
Sounds sad.
So
I'm going to see that as well. I had that. Yes.
This is Robert Zemeckis is directing this. So you got name. Now, the only film we didn't need to talk about, but it actually exists, and they're doing it because people really wanted Step Brothers 2, but I guess they didn't want to do Step Brothers 2 yet.
Oh, Holmes and Watson.
Right.
No, thanks.
Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly played Sherlock Holmes and Watson.
Why don't they just do another Sherlock Holmes film? The third film they were supposed to do with
with Robert Downey Jr.
and Jude Law.
Right.
Because those films are actually enjoyable. Like, this is okay.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see how that works. All right, December. All right.
Yeah,
so
Spider-Man Into the Universe is a
Spider.
win.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
Basically.
They don't have a date for it, but also into this too. Marvel Rising, the Secret Warriors film. I don't know when that comes out, but that's the one they do with. They have Kamala Khan. They're gonna have Daisy Johnson, and that's Chloe Bennett's gonna retain the voice for that. So Marvel's gonna come out in addition with Sony. They're gonna be coming out with some Marvel animated full length features like films, which. People keep saying that DC is killing the animated game, which I think people are just kind of relying on the fact that they remember some really dope DC films. If Marvel actually does start doing films like this and start putting them in the theaters and they work, watch out.
I mean, the actual animation, the film,
phenomenal.
The films that DC chose to throw in theaters were the wrong ones. Mm-hmm. So let's just start with that. This film actually looks, the animation, not just graphically how it's drawn, not just graphically how it looks, like the actual like design of the characters, but the actual movement and like the fluidity of the fight scenes or just the moving around that you see in the trailer is awesome. with Spider-Man. So based on
Yeah,
that,
it looks dope. It looks colorful and bright and like, yeah, I love it.
Yep. And then I can't they're gonna move Aquaman because
they got
to move on. Cause look, here's the thing. I'm not even saying that the Bumblebee solo film is something I'm looking forward to because I'm not. I'm not saying it's gonna be good. Here's the thing: if you just had Justice League flop, there's no reason why you would keep Aquaman on the same date that the Bumblebee movie drops. Because just don't do that. That's just. They gotta move. There's no way both of these movies come out on the same day.
What's this Bumblebee movie about?
It's a prequel, and apparently he's gonna be the VW Bug, because apparently Volkswagen finally realized they fucked up by not letting them license the VW Bug for the Transformer films, and they finally realized they fucked up. So they're now letting them license the VW Bug. So he's going to be a prequel movie set in the 1987. So the story is set in the year 1987. Set in 1987, where Bumblebee finds refuge in a junkyard in a small California beach town. Charlie, Haley Steinfeld, on the cusp of turning 18 and trying to find her place in the world, discovers Bumblebee, battle scarred and broken. When Charlie revives him, she quickly learns he's no ordinary yellow VW Bug.
Can we talk about how it took them a spin-off Transformers film to realize that maybe they should cast a female lead? That's how long. What was it? Shia LaBeouf. When they finally got rid of him, they should have cast a young female to be in that lead. But because Michael Bay is sexist as shit and only wants to show them walking up steps with floaty dresses, he didn't think to do that.
Well, I was going to say that's the thing that separates this film, is that it's not Michael Bay directing it. So,
and I like Haley Steinfeld. So,
Yeah,
like,
me
I
too.
want to see this because I want to support her, but I don't want to see this because it's a fucking Transformer film.
Exactly.
And even though I like Bumblebee, so I'm like completely torn by this shit.
So we'll see. But again, to me, they got nothing to lose. Aquaman has everything to fucking lose. There's no way you keep.
See this. He did Kubo and the Two Strings.
Oh,
I'll go see it. I mean, I'll go see it.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
I don't know.
I mean,
Aquaman got to move. Aquaman's got to move.
Bumblebee for me is definitely one of those like movie pass films where I have nothing to lose. I'm paying for this monthly anyway.
Yeah.
So I will see it. And I agree. I like Haley Steinfeld as well. What do you think because they got a whole year between now and Aquaman. What do you think is going to change for the DC slate leading up to then?
Nothing. Nothing's going to change. They just got to plan out how they're going to. Well, I mean, okay, when you say change, what do you mean?
Because when you think about it, they had two films this year, right? They had Wonder Woman and then they had Justice League. They only have one film at the end of the year of next year. So do you think they're going to move it even further back? And like hopefully.
Well, no. I mean, honestly, they should move it up because technically they should move it up because
when you said they should move it, they should move it up.
because it should be done. Like the film, one of the problems I have with what they do with these films is DC. I've talked about this before. They should be done with their films way longer than this film is done principal photography already. Why are they? That gives you a whole fucking year. What are you waiting on? What are you doing?
Not before it.
What month would you say?
Well, they can do it in September. September has nothing.
September?
Yeah, September has nothing. September has nothing. They can move it in September. You know,
both October and September are wide the fuck open.
Right.
So
yeah, you're right. And October. You know, so they can move. They can move it there. I mean, I'm not saying that they will. They're probably dumb enough to keep it on December, but. And again, again, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with this film because right now we're getting some images from the film. And it looks like Jason Momoa in a standard film. And I know that the general line of thinking is, well, Jason Momoa with his shirt off sells, but he doesn't. He doesn't. Like,
but those aren't the only fans going, like, this isn't Magic Mike Under the Sea. So.
but here's the thing. Magic Mike Under the Sea would sell. That's the crazy thing.
It would because of the targeted audience of it. Just Aquaman's targeted audience isn't just women who want to see Momoa with his shirt off.
Also,
well, if we're going off the top,
I also take offense to that, and I'm not saying you did this, Chris. I also take offense to the fact that as a woman who has seen multiple comic book films, that I'm only going to see Aquaman because Jason Momoa has a shirt off. I know you didn't say you. I know you're not.
Well, no. But I'm glad you brought that up because I think that's what they're trying to do. I think that's what those two images we put out. They're just Jason Momoa with a shirt. I'm like, who are you promoting the film to? Like, that's not. Like, that's my problem with it. It's like, it seems like they're promoting the film because they're like, if we just put Jason Momoa here with his shirt off, we'll get women to watch the film. Like, well, women go to see comic book movies. Just put them in the costume. Put them in costume. Put them in costume, they'll go see it. Like, he was in costume in Justice League.
Show me. I'd love to see more about
Mira.
I'd like to see more about Nicole Kidman playing his mom.
Who's
playing the first look of Black Manta?
Right.
That would be nice.
There's so many other things they could be doing right now, and all the two images that we've gotten are Jason Momoa in black jeans with his shirt off.
Which, here's the thing. I personally never liked the whole body armor when he wore in Justice League. I do like that he's like legitimately like looks in the seat, kind of similar to how he looks in, and I know doing this comparison is terrible, but like kind of similar to how he looks in the second Injustice 2 game. Like how he's like, he kind of has the tattoos and everything like that, I think he has like pants or something like that, and then he's like barefoot, and then he has his trident, whatever. But I like that shouldn't be the only focus of the film. Like I'm a grown woman. It's just, do shirtless majority of the film is not going to be like, oh my God, my heart.
I'm not sure they know how to promote films. And to go to
what they did with Wonder Woman. So,
right, exactly. And so when I say that they're doing this because they're trying to get women, I'm like, I don't mean that as like that's a good thing. I mean that, and they're that dumb.
No, I'm with you. I understood what you were saying. Yeah. I just wanted to point that out. Like, if you think that only women are seeing this film because Jason Momoa is a good-looking guy who's shirtless, that is a factor. It's not the only thing. Right. Like, there's other aspects of the film.
Factor in a very small segment of the audience going to see this film. Like, it's a huge bonus.
Yes, I'll take that. Yes, I definitely think it's a bonus. I like that it's not directed by Zack Snyder, and I get to see another actor's point of view because that seems to be working well.
But I'm still worried about the editing process of this film. Yeah. And I think that's where DC really needs to start separating itself from Justice League and the Man of Steel and BVS and even Suicide, right?
Yeah.
They have got to switch up their production team, their post-edit team. They've got to, because their shit just doesn't look good in comparison to everything else superhero-ish that comes out in the year. It just doesn't fucking look good.
So this is also going to be super interesting because James Wan has made it also very clear that like, this might be mild spoilers, that bubble shit that they did in Justice League, he was like, we will not have that in the movie. But to Brandon's point, like on an editing standpoint, on their CGI and effects standpoint, they're not the strongest. So I'm curious to see how do they show that with water and what does that look like?
Yeah, I'm they didn't. Here's the thing: Aquaman was one of the weaker parts of Justice League anyway, added character-wise. Mm-hmm. So
he got no development. You could tell they cut a lot of his stuff out.
Well, even the stuff they cut didn't really develop his character. Like, okay, look, oh God, we're among friends. You guys are gonna.
Are you talking about your favorite Snyder cut?
Not even. I'm not even going to go that way. I'm gonna go somewhere else that might get me yelled at. I like Jason Momoa. I do. He's not the strongest actor, though.
Yeah, but I feel we all know this. Like, I'm not.
No. I know.
He's not an Oscar critical.
No, it's not even. It's not even Oscar critical. I was really excited when they cast him. I'm not sure
he's call him a bad actor.
I'm not going to call him a bad actor. I'm not going to call him that. I'm just saying because Jason Momoa is bigger than his bodyguards, so I'm not going to call him a bad actor.
No, but I don't think you can call Jason Momoa.
And I don't think he's a bad actor.
Because Jason Momoa actually is carrying shows on Netflix, like that Frontier shit. Yeah. You can't, that Red Road, like those people like those shows. They liked him in it.
Right, but
I think he was really good in it. You can't even say that he's not a good actor at this point.
But here's the thing.
I would also argue that if you would say that about him, I had those same reservations about Gal Gadot.
No, absolutely.
Because I was like, I think she was great in Batman vs Superman. I had real concerns about her carrying a whole film.
Right.
I still don't think she's the strongest of actresses, but she's able to carry a film, and I think that Jason could carry a film enough that it works.
Again, not saying even with those things he carries, I feel like he just plays Jason. And again, sometimes that's enough to be just Jason Momoa. I don't know if Jason Momoa Aquaman works. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong, but like I'm really nervous about this film now. Like and
I'm actually not nervous about this shit at all. Like it either is going to be good or it's not.
That's just.
What's the real? What actual? Okay. So
what table stakes are there?
Man of Steel.
The bar's low.
Batman versus Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League. That's 5 movies. One of them has been critically hailed as a good movie, despite having a messy third act. It's still held as a good movie. One of them out of those 4. I like Man of Steel. I enjoy Batman versus Superman, but I'm not going to sit here and act like these are films that I'm investing huge interest in. Like if Black Panther fails, yes. If Black Panther is a bad movie, which if that actually happened, then I'd be like, oh my, like I'd be hurt. But if Aquaman is bad, Chris, like what do you actually?
Oh no. So because I give a shit.
What is there to be afraid of? If it's bad, it's just like Warner Brothers. I mean, this is what they're doing.
I get that. I guess because like, what the fucking Justice League characters to be good? I want the fucking movie to be good. Like I read these characters. I grew up on this stuff. Like I want this shit to be good. That's my concern. It's like, yeah, I mean, if it's bad, here's the thing. I'm not going in going, man, I hope it's good. Like I'm going in with the lowest of expectations, expecting it not to be good.
No, I mean, it's fine to go in. I hope it's good too, but that hope is not. It's nothing invested in it, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just it's very arbitrary. Like I'm just saying it. Like I'm not saying that I don't mean it, but I don't mean it with my feelings. Right? I don't mean it with my fucking heart and shit.
Oh yeah, no.
It's good.
No.
I would say with Aquaman, I would say that there are table stakes, but they're lower, and I would say that's the case because if this film was coming out earlier, like you guys were talking about, I think this would be a different film. I think because it's coming out post Justice League, and Justice League did not do well in the box office, like overall in terms of anybody's projections. I think because WB is a very reactionary studio, we're going to see a lot of changes to Aquaman because they have a whole fucking year buffer, dude.
Well, yeah, that too. But here's the other problem too, and I'm glad we're among friends so we can say this, and because Phenom brought it up. Listen, their best film is Wonder Woman. Now that we're far enough removed from it, like that, the back half of that film was terrible.
Yeah, no.
The film,
is bad.
Right? The third. So it's like, even their best film, we had to grade on a curve,
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at this going, I don't know if they understand what they need to do to fix it. Like we're like, they have enough time to fix it. Do you know what you need to fix? Like that's not. I don't know if anybody's asked them that question.
I would find it very awkward, very fucking awkward. And at that point, I'd be asking, who the hell do you need to fire? If Aquaman somehow ends up falling into the same vein of production as Justice League and Wonder Woman.
Oh, no.
Right? Because Snyder was still there. Even when Snyder left on Justice League, he's still there. With Aquaman, he's not here anymore.
I don't think the problem. I don't think the problem is
Aquaman, and somehow it fucking looks like Wonder Woman and Justice League. Then yeah, at that point, like DC for me will fall into the Transformers and X-Men category of if we get a screener, I'll decide if I'm going that night. I just like I don't like I have nothing invested in the franchise at that point, like at all.
I think
nothing invested in it.
See, I think, and this is where I come into. I don't know if they know how to fix the problem. I think Snyder was a symptom, not the cause. And I think that I don't know. And when we go to DC, I think the problem is actually at Warner Brothers, and I don't think they understand that they're the fucking problem. And so, like, I think that's what's going to hurt this film, if anything. Because even then, like, James Wan puts out a good film, he does something good. We've seen them. They've gone and they've gotten good directions, and they've cut. Like, bless Patty Jenkins' heart, I don't believe for a second that she was cutting out, that she was the one that decided she was going to cut out the No Man's Land scene. Like, she took one for the team to say that, but we know it wasn't you, Patty. We know that wasn't you. There's no way that you as a director thought that cutting that out was good, and that because you cut that scene out, what do you have in the film? That is the film.
Yeah.
That makes that film. So,
and it's been enough murmurings to say, like, it was very clear that WB wanted to cut that scene out. And they were like, no.
Why? David Ayers, who Bright turned out, he had some Bright, was Bright, but like his Suicide Squad film apparently was very different from what Warner Brothers cut it into and released. So it's like, to me, like, doesn't matter who the director is you bring in. Seems like the studio execs keep mucking it up and getting in the way. So they need somebody out there to be a producer and get this shit together. And I don't know. And like you said, we said it before, whoever does their post-production shit, they got a new production companies because
they need to fire all the managers, all top level.
That shit is terrible. That shit looks horrible. Yeah, that shit looks horrible.
Like, just from the side remark you made about Ayers, I find it interesting that people keep pointing to Ayers with how terrible Bright is, because Max Landis wrote that script. Like, to me, the best parts of Bright are what Ayers did.
Oh, in that case, yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Max Landis was also like I tapped out of Bright and not watching it when I heard that it was Max Landis.
He had to follow a script, and he's not a writer.
Yeah.
Like, Ayers didn't write that shit. Ayers, like, those lines, that fairy line, like, Ayers didn't write. Yes, he made the decision to keep it in, but I don't know what he can and can't cut from that shit. I will say all of the action scenes in that shit are clearly David Ayers. Like, that, like, he's good at that shit.
Oh, he's great at that.
Yeah.
Right. So,
and I think Ayers is a good director.
The action scenes are the best shit about that movie. It's the dialogue between to get you there. That's goddamn awful.
Right. All right, ending up the rest of December, we have a Mary Poppins Returns, which okay.
I mean, I'm
it's Disney too.
Well.
It's another Disney film. That's another Disney film.
It's gonna do well because Emily Blunt, Lin-Manuel, and Meryl Streep are in it.
Oh God!
Marshall, and the script is by David McGee. Like, it's gonna do well.
Oh, I didn't know it was. Yeah, I said that without knowing it was Disney, and then hearing who was in the film. God. Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Never mind.
Mary Poppins' Return is going to do well. It's going to make money.
So Disney,
and they release on Christmas too. Like, it's
Disney's going to do. They're going to do $7 billion. They're going to do $7 or $8 billion next year.
Yeah. They. How did they not? David McGee did Life of Pi, Miss Pettigrew, Finding Neverland, and a Chronicles of Narnia film. That's their writer. Their fucking director did Into the Woods, a Caribbean film, Memoirs of Geisha in Chicago.
Chicago. No, it's a wrap.
Yeah, they're gonna make it a wrap.
They got Emily Blunt playing Mary Poppins, which is perfect. They got Meryl Streep in here, and they got Lin-Manuel Miranda. Like, come on, man.
So Disney
and with Lin-Manuel, you can't tell me that the music from it is not going to be good. So he's going to be involved.
So Disney ends the year with the Nutcracker and a Mary Poppins Returns.
And a Mary Poppins movie.
Oh God, yeah. And sorry, Aquaman. You get so Aquaman gets a week, and then it comes up against Mary Poppins Returns.
Okay, so how long do we think until they move that Aquaman date up?
Yeah, they got to move that date up. You got to move.
You got to announce the Super Bowl.
Wait. Aquaman doesn't even get a week. It comes out on the 21st. The Mary Poppins movie comes out on Christmas.
Oh God. Oh my God.
They don't even get a whole solid week.
You got to move that date. You got to move that date. Yo, I would. You know what? I would even say move it to the beginning of December. Because we don't see anything else.
The first week of December.
Yeah, I moved it to the first week of December.
It's nothing. There's a whole 14 days of nothing here.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't move it up. Yeah,
this is a dry schedule. I'm pretty like this is a possibles.
Yeah, I think these dates are gonna move. I think these dates are gonna move. They gotta move. Yeah. All right. So, there's anything else we there's the Bohemian Rhapsody film that I don't. Is it still happening? Because I know.
Yeah.
Brian Singer's out.
Yeah,
so.
they brought someone in to finish it. I will be seeing it. Queen. Fun fact: Queen is one of my favorite bands of all time. Yeah. I love Queen.
Yeah, so I was just gonna leave. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were gonna finish it or not, and they got
Rami Malek, and he looks just like Freddie Mercury. Dog, like
dead ass like him. Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah. I thought it was a picture of Freddie Mercury at first. I was like, oh, that's a weird picture. And I was like, wait, no, that's Rami Malek? Oh, okay.
So, any other films? Damn, we did 2.5 hours, guys. Yeah, we did kind of did a lot here.
Bohemian. I'm side note. I'm just glad that they got rid of what is his name. I'm blanking on his name.
Singer.
Thank you, Brian. Because there's too many of them.
Yeah.
I'm glad they got rid of him because Lord knows.
Yep. So
he's a mess.
what I did leave off Tyler Perry's Medea Family Funeral. So there there
You
is
did
that.
not.
What?
I did leave that off. So,
Not leave it off, but yes, he is doing a Tyler Perry death at a funeral.
And is Expendables 4 happening?
It's rumored to be happening.
Because
heard
I think Stallone's out, and then I think Schwarzenegger said if Stallone's not coming, he's out too. So
well, who's gonna be? Chuck Norris and Van Damme.
He's gonna make Expendables 4, Make America Great Again.
I know, right? You're gonna bring in Steven Seagal with a MAGA hat. Yeah.
How about we get a new breed of expendable people and stop clinging to this '80s testosterone-driven shit?
So that means you got to get a bunch of '90s actors for Expendables now. We done the '70s and '80s, so now you got to get a bunch of '90s, early 2000s.
Who's the '90s action star?
I don't know who is.
I don't know. Van Damme.
No, Van Damme would be.
Seagal?
Oh, maybe.
Seagal was in the '90s, was he?
Mario Van Peebles.
Stop.
Solo.
Mario Van Peebles.
I mean, like Bruce Willis was a '90s action star, like that. I mean, like Mel Gibson in Late Lethal Weapons was a '90s action star, but like carried the whole film by themselves. '90s action star. I'm hard pressed right now.
I think they were all '80s action stars that just got older.
that fell over. I can't a '90s action star.
That was just was the '90s. I got nothing.
Jeez, yeah. Keanu Reeves, I guess.
Well, that was the early. Well, yeah, that was '99. Because Matrix was '99, wasn't it?
You're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did No Point in the '90s too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you would get Keanu Reeves.
Reeves,
Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage.
Oh, you know what? This actually might work though. This actually might work. I actually might be able to do this.
Antonio Banderas.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Oh shit, nigga, we got this shit. Oh man, this might actually work.
I mean,
I like this.
So it is. So it's like Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves. And who else did I just say that's terrible?
Wesley Snipes got to get in there. He had
Wesley Snipes, Nicolas Cage, John Travolta, actually.
John Travolta? Yeah.
It fucking...
Yeah.
God, and it really is Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, you gotta get Steven Seagal. You gotta get old. Steven Seagal is a villain.
And old,
for sure. But hella different color ponytails.
Yeah, and old man Harrison Ford.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like the old general guy who's giving him orders. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I guess you could do like Will Smith. Independence Day, Bad Boy.
Yeah, you gotta get Will Smith. You do gotta get Will Smith.
Yeah, you just want to be the Terry Crews role of the film.
You know what? I'm gonna write this film. This actually works.
I absolutely don't want this. But we can write it. I
actually want this film because it's gonna be so bad. All right. Is there anything else anybody got to say for these movies? I think we covered everything.
That's it.
This was fun. Also, I just want to point out, I'm glad Sly is not directing Creed 2. Just putting it out there.
No, me too.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad. I think he realized that was a bad mistake. You can't replace the black
He kept posting on Instagram that he wanted to do Ivan Drago's son.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Why do people like to do resurgences off of black people and then follow it up with the resurgence of a white person that nobody asked for?
Right.
Also, that's disrespectful because, like, Ivan Drago surely killed Adonis's daddy in Rocky 4. Like, bruh, we gonna do this? Okay.
Yeah, make for a good revenge flick.
Yeah, it does.
Your daddy killed my daddy.
Your pappy killed my pappy. All right, folks. Well, there you guys have it. That is the 2018 movie preview of all these films out here. Some good and some bad, and some fucking terrible. You can Joy, tell everyone where they can find you at coming in next year.
On Twitter, Jump for Joy, JUMPDFORJOI. I'm there talking about films and shit. That's pretty much all I do. Just talk about films and dirty shit. And I'm going to Sundance in January, so pray for me as I embark my black ass in a snowy terrain.
Fun. Tim, what you got?
You can find me on thepeoplescriticblog.com. I was just on the Curly Nerd podcast talking about my favorite stuff from 2017. You can find me on Twitter, The People's Critic, CRTIC, just much like Joy, just on there talking about movies and random stuff and being black. And probably talking about a bunch of Black Panther stuff in the next couple of months. Just because.
Definitely. And Phenom.
Y'all know Phenom Black. Where's my 40 acres? You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. At Twitter, it's Phenom Black. On Instagram, it's Phenom Black. On Facebook, you need to know me. And you might be able to find me out in public talking to my random pet monkey the same way Dwayne Johnson will probably be in Rampage.
Oh, God damn it. That
fucking film. I need you to stop.
You got to log on.
Yeah. And again, Chris, mtrnetwork.net. You can get us movie trailer reviews on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Music, and also follow us on YouTube. We got plenty of stuff. Like I said, our Darkest Hour review is going to come out on YouTube, hopefully this weekend. So youtube.com/mtrnetwork and a bunch of other videos and stuff like that. So again, thank you very much, and we look forward to 2018. Stick around. We got plenty. Oh, and I know Joy and Tim will be back for some of the stuff. We're in 2018, leading up to the Oscars. Phenom and I will be reviewing and discussing some of these Oscar films that we got screeners for, and discussing them, like, you know, who's up for Best Actress, Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting, things like that. So stay tuned. We'll be having episodes come out exclusively on the Movie Trailer Reviews feed. So make sure you subscribe to that. So again, folks, thank you guys very much for listening. Until next time, we are out of here. Peace.